Hey everyone. Danny couldn't got first. I see you guys are all arguing about it, wanting to be first. That's so funny. So hi Dannykun, hi Bumfluff, hey Lapsod, hey Bagel Crusts. How you guys doing? Hey James MK, hey Dinosaur Psychiatrist. How you all doing? Hope your evening is good. Hello. Oh, VC face watermark. Thank you, Dannykun. I am dumb. Alright. Now. So yeah, how is everyone? I always get worried about just getting back into story games because it's like, I don't know if people are still coming, but I guess I've been live for 7 minutes, so maybe I should just start. Alright. So last time, fun fact, I closed the game and forgot that the game doesn't autosave when you start a new chapter. And I had to replay 2 whole chapters! Yay! So I need to remember not to do that. It didn't actually take that long because it has like a skip feature. You just need to, you know, click where to go. But yeah. That was funny. I was just like, oh, okay, another like, I don't know, 15 minutes after stream, just playing the game. Yeah, I had to do it again. Luckily though, like, I didn't need to read any of it. Just practicing for my speed run? Oh, man. I wonder if anyone has speed run this game. Actually, speaking of speed runs, I may have submitted something. Oh, it's waiting for approval. So that'll be really cool if it gets approved. I'll share it with you guys when it's when I get news about it. Hey everyone, just getting and eating dinner, so gonna lurk a bit first. That's all good. Enjoy your dinner. I wonder if people speedrun BNs. I think they do. I think there's speedruns for Ace Attorney. You're looking at speedruns for Dream Daddy. Yeah, there was Dream Daddy speedruns that were like just the route, I guess. So like each dad's section was the speedrun. Tell me more. But I do know that Hotel Dusk has the paperclip %, so it's like as soon as you obtain the paperclip, that's the speedrun. Which I would consider doing. But I'm afraid of tapping my DS a bit too much. I don't want to tap the screen that much. It'd be fine if it was just the button, but if you have to like actually tap with your stylus on the screen, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. For the room? Maybe. We could have a look into that one. Paperclip % top runner is sus. Yes, it is really sus. Calling them out live on stream. Yeah, there's this one speedrun of it and it's like heaps faster than the others, but it was approved ages ago and it's just photos of it. And it's just like, you could easily fake that. Like, how did that get approved? And it's so much faster than the others and it's just like, it'd be okay if it was only a little bit faster, but it's like 10 minutes faster. 10 minutes faster than the other 2 runs that are supported by video evidence. Yeah, it's just sus. It's just so sus. But I think, because when I submitted my run for the game that I run, it had like, was required for a video proof. So I guess maybe they didn't need it a while ago. Could be no one cares either because it's such a meme category. I care! Yeah, me and Bumfluff care. I want to be #1 paperclip % Hotel Dusk speedrunner. Alright. Alright. So I think I saved right at the end of this one. So if we just ask this person a question. We done. Yeah, okay. Because yeah, I wanted to not skip the opening of the next one. Alright, so we still have to find, yeah, Bestie. And, Snappy and Shorty, apparently. Alright, yeah, we're ready to go. Bitch kinda was a bitch. Game time, real time. Yeah, I don't understand. How did, like, that... It makes no sense. Unless they timed it from the wrong spot. That's the other thing. Alright. My throat's a little croaky today because it's been really dry. I need to make sure I drink lots of water. Let me just have a sip. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sus on that. Yeah, if they were able to do it, they can do it again, surely. Alright. Actually, it would be really interesting for someone to do like a tool-assisted run and see what is the fastest possible way to get it. And if it's around that time, then it'd be like, yeah, it is able to be done in that time. 'Cause yeah. Do it, a tool-assisted run? I don't know how to do them. Do it live on stream, a Hotel Dust speedrun. Ate the pizza you made and it's doing a burn in your stomach. Oh, are you okay? Was it a spicy pizza or is it just really hot? Does anyone get, like, if they eat something that's way too hot, it like burns all the way down and you're just like, I shouldn't have swallowed that. I have a really bad habit of eating foods that are like way too hot in temperature. And like people will be like, how are you eating that? I'm just like, I just am. Just like in pain. Maybe with cold more than hot. Yeah, I think cold is more tolerable, but it does happen with hot food too. You have a sensitive stomach? Can't eat too much spicy food. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of spicy food, but I was talking about like actual temperature food. Like, it's just scalding. Like, one of them is like toasted sandwiches. I feel like they get like fucking molten inside with the cheese. And like, I'll be just munching into it and then the other person's like waiting for it to cool down. Stuff like that. I don't know. I just eat food really hot. The little Nintendo robot and he does it for you. Like the Nest robot thing? What's it called? Rob the robot? I know that. I don't think he can play a DS. I don't think he's very accurate. It's not settling well is all. You made a pepperoni with garlic dust. Aww. I hope you feel better soon. Alright. I couldn't find Aya today either, but I found a little bit about what happened. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally find her. Is there a speedrun for Friday Night Funkin'? Can you speedrun that? Because like, it'd have, like it'd just be the song length. It's been 6 days since I came to Matsue. It looks like whoever was writing... Oh, Boggy, thank you so much for resubscribing. How are you tonight? Only menu time. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of not really a speedrunner game. It's been 6 days since I came to Matsue. It looks like whoever was writing to me was pretending to be Aya Fumino. She tricked me, but somehow I don't hold a grudge. Even if the name wasn't real, I think the rest of it was the truth. Before I leave, I should read another letter. I pull a letter out from my bag. This is the 6th letter. It's postmarked October 17th. This stationery pattern is ginger, I guess. Ah, ginger. Hello, how are you doing? I'm not feeling great. We have exams coming up. Posture check, thank you. How are you doing, Pain Slayer? Alright, I'm sitting up now. We have exams coming up and the whole class seems gloomy. Every day was so fun a few months ago and now it feels like I'm going to a completely different school. Something happened the other day. My grades improved and they suspected I was cheating. That made me sad. Snappy helped me out though. I was trying to hold back tears and Snappy gently held my hand. Whenever I'm having trouble, Snappy is always there for me. That's your letter. Oh, it's almost your birthday. There's speedrun categories for Final Fantasy 14. I wonder if there's any WoW ones. Like, I guess maybe, is it like how fast you can do a dungeon or something? Snappy is so admirable and my hero. I'm really glad Snappy is around. You need to be kind to girls too, Max. We might look strong, but we are actually weak. It's a good thing to cherish nature. I'm going to do my best to be a kind person. Ayafumino. P.S. What kind of girls do you like? Yeah, dungeon speedruns. That makes sense. Man, we had to learn that Snappy song in German class, I think. God, everyone knows it. That's great. You've never had it in school, but you fucking love it. Yeah. WoW has leveling speedruns, also dungeons. Yeah, I know that people... Yeah, I have heard of people speedrunning levels. Some of them are insane, but the thing is it'd change like every patch kind of thing. Oh, the gummy bear song. Disgusting. Your sister sung it all the time for about a year. Oh, really? Oh, hey Nova. I'm back to be mad at the MC. Aren't all of us? What kind of girls do we like? I remember what I wrote. Now that I understand we can actually change things. Alright. Let's display all. Here we go. Now I remember we can do this. Oh, thank you for the bits. Are you trying to get all on the board again? Thank you for your letter. There are terrible people who would suspect you of cheating. It's autumn in our 3rd year of high school, so the pressure's probably making people jump at shadows. It must be reassuring to have a hero in your class, though I wonder what kind of guy Snappy is. I'm a little interested. Is he the idol type, the sporty type, the princely type? I want the girls in my class to feel like they can rely on me, but in reality they probably just think I'm annoying. But I do have a sense of justice and the will to protect girls. You must be pretty smart to raise your grades at a time like this, Aya. I really want to study more myself, but I'm having trouble keeping my grades up. I need to hit the books. Let's both do our best and get to the top of our choice schools. Or get into our top choice schools. Also, let's enjoy what little time we have left in we've got in high school. Max, P.S. I like black-haired beauties. No, I don't think that's what I want to write. Mysterious and beautiful girls, girls with nice figures, girls who are fun. I like girls that are fun to be around. Okay, that seems like the least asshole response. Do you like black hair? Are you interested in studying folklore? Please tell me your measurements. Disgusting. What kind of people do you like? I like that response best. There we go. I thought Snappy was a guy, but if it's the same person as Marita's childhood friend, it has to be a woman. Tomoko comes to put the futon away. Good morning. I think the letter sounded like it was a boy. Good morning. You're running on all cylinders every single day, huh? I'm going for a cool, mature woman vibe, though. I don't think she's giving that vibe. You gonna go make a snack? What are you making, Danikon? I think you're fine how you are. Be natural. Natural. Who is your hero, Tomoko? My hero, maybe the red bean bread mask? Excuse me? An anime hero, huh? How about in reality? Anybody who's a hero to you? That would be Yukichi Fukuzawa and Ichiyo Higuchi. The faces on the 10,000 and 5,000 yen bills. They are the best of all heroes. What is that hairstyle? I don't know. Mature is what she wanted to go for. From anime to hard cash, that's realistic to be sure. Women are always realistic. Who was your hero when you were in high school? The captain of the basketball team, tall, gorgeous, and admired by everyone. On Valentine's Day, she received more chocolates than the boys. The captain was a girl? Yeah. The girls had a crush on a girl? It's pretty common in high school. Tomoko puts the futon away. So, where are you headed today? First, I'm going to the... oh god. Lafcadio Heron Memorial Museum. Hearn? Have you read Hearn's books? Hearn? I don't know. No, I haven't. I'm not a fan of scary stories. If you're going to the museum, then you have to read Hearn's books. I'll lend you one. No, that won't be. Tomoko leaves the room. I tried to stop her, but she came back with Lafcadio Hearn's Waidan, aka the collection of Japanese ghost stories I didn't want to read. Please read this before going there. I'm sorry, my throat's really fucked today, so I'm struggling a little. I contemplated if I should do this because I had to read things out. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Tomoko pushes the book into my hands. Take care now. Tomoko leaves. Acquired Lafcadio Hearn's book. I can do it. I'm just more worried that it sounds awful for you guys. Can you use an accessibility thing to text-to-speech all the dialogue? That'd be good. Think. A ghost story, not my favorite thing, but I'll look into it. Too early to go out. It's not listed in the guidebook. There we go. Alright, I should read a little bit. Oh, thank you for gifting Danikun a sub. Gifted 14 subs in the channel. Whoa, that's heaps. Thank you so much. That's really kind. I read Quaidan. I avoided Lafcadio Hearn's books, but now that I'm giving it a chance, it's sort of nostalgic yet fresh. The strange stories and beautiful writing were fascinating. I ended up reading the entire book. Whoa. It's not just there to scare you, it deals with people's karma, which makes it more interesting. You threatened to do it last night, gotta follow through. Oh, really? I think I missed that. Because I was thinking, oh, I gotta give Danikun a sub, because yeah, I noticed he didn't have my emotes, and I was just like, oh no. Danikun's so... he comes to every single stream, so it's just like Danikun needs them. I look at the clock. He also gifted a sub in my channel the other day, so it was like, least I could do is gift one to him. It's time to go to the Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum. Oh god. I step outside, a tall guy with a hat rushes away. That's suspicious, to put it mildly. I think. Who was that man in the hat? Anyway, I should go to the Lafcadio Hearn Museum. Waterworks? If you go partner, tell Twitch Danikun is the bot and he'll get a permanent free sub. Aww. An old-style street along with a moat. There's a wooden column that says Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum. Looks like this is the place. There's a gorgeous board fence and a gate with a tiled roof. Beyond that gate, there's a Japanese-style single-story wooden house. I walk into the Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum. I wish they'd stop saying that, because I don't think I'm pronouncing that right at all. Danikun is a robot. Makes you think of this of a Simpsons episode, really? There are exhibition panels and pictures from Hearn's life. Walk around the museum. Let's have a look-see. Where Homer gives up his dream job to provide for his family, but at the same time Mr. Burns basically hires Homer. Oh, really? Can't remember. There's a picture of Lafcadio Hearn with commentary about his family. It looks like his father was Irish. Seems to be an exhibit displaying items related to Lafcadio Hearn. There are several items that Hearn treasured. The sign says Hearn was about 160 centimeters tall. There are several items that Hearn treasured. The sign says Hearn was about... Oh fuck, I just read that. I'm an idiot. It's a poster for the exhibition that talks about how people used to call him... Erun-san? Don't see anything that talks about the princess of Himagamori Forest. Oh god. Homer the Smithers. Oh, the episode where he says do it for her. Yeah. What is this dude? I think he was the guy who told us, like, he's like into like supernatural stories or something. Bumfluff's new boyfriend. Are you looking for something? Ah. I jump when I realize Kurai is standing right next to me. If you want to hear scary stories in Matsue, I'm your guy. Yeah, so he knows like supernatural stories of like the area. That's Toki in 5 years. Your speciality is ghost stories, isn't it? I know quite a bit of folklore as well. Do you know about the princess of Himagamori Forest? Of course I do. Well, can you tell me? I can't just tell you for free. You want me to pay you? No, I won't take your money, but there is one condition. What's the condition? I will give you a quiz about Lafcadio Hearn. If you can answer correctly, I'll tell you. Fine, give me the quiz. I have 3 questions. All answers can be found in the museum. Point at where the answer can be found and answer the question. Got it. Question number 1. What country is Hearn's father from? Oh god. There was a panel that talked about Hearn's biography. Was it this one? I point at the panel. He's from Ireland. Correct. Question number 2. Hearn had a nickname. What was his nickname? It was over here, I think. Went at the poster. I saw it on the poster over there. It's Heron-san. Correct. Last question. How tall was Lafcadio Hearn? Did anything mention his height? Yes, it was here. I point to the sign. The sign says Hearn was 160 centimeters tall. Yes, of course. It was around the Tensho era. It happened in Uchigun Miharamura, where Ishimi area is now. Mori Teramoto sent an archer to Mr. Urgasawara. Oh god. Hope I don't need to say these again. Was he a curator at the art museum? No, that woman was, I think. Who had broken the law and built a castle here. He sent an assassin. Mr. Ogasawara decided to retreat to Izumo with the 17-year-old Princess Chiyo. On the way there, as they passed the Tsuchimura, Princess Chiyo said she wanted to drink water. Despite the servant's warning, the princess walked over to a pond and she slipped and fell in. What happened to her? She just disappeared. Disappeared? 1 week later, the princess's body was found floating in the pond, but she looked beautiful as if she was still alive. That's the legend of Princess Himagomori Forest. A drowned body looked beautiful a week later? That doesn't make any sense. Legends don't have to make sense. Ew. So it's not like the dead princess came back to life, right? However, the legend changed as it was passed down, and now people say a dead body would come back to life more beautiful than before. Bitch must have meant— Fuck! I hate that so much! Bitch must have meant that the dead Aya came back alive in more beautiful state. We have theme exhibitions too. Have a flyer. So he must work here. Because this is like a museum dedicated to this guy. I take a flyer from the theme exhibition. It says Exhibition of Matsue and Aliens. What the fuck? Matsue and Aliens? Did Martians come visit or something? That's outside of my field. Space isn't your thing, huh? Well, please enjoy your stay. Thanks. I hang on to the flyer. I guess we're gonna go see those space nerds. Can't tell if he's calling someone a bitch or if she's talking about the nice actress lady with a child. Yeah. Hang on to the flyer. Acquired theme exhibition flyer. Exhibition of Matsue and Aliens. I bet sci-fi fans would love it, but that doesn't sound like it's for actual adults. Wait a minute. The people at the UFO research lab would love this. There's that thing about Snappy too. It might be easier to ask them. Who has proofread this? I'll go see Morita and ask about Snappy. Oh, GP. I wonder what Waterworks is. Do you guys want to go there? It's like a new location. Or should we just continue on? Oh, let's go. I want to go. Oh, this is the— okay. This is the cafe we went to. Okay, that's why it was added. Because we were brought there rather than actually moved there ourselves. We go to Izumo. UFO Research Lab. Pokemon GP to the polls. I knock on the door. The door opens and Sigari is there. Let's talk to her. Did you see any UFOs today? Not yet. What do I show again? That, the rabbit thing. You know, I can't say anymore. Oh yes. I show her the figurine of a rabbit on an agate base. By all means. Sigari is the only one in the room. Is Morita here? Not yet. Did you come to talk to him? I did. You're not actually interested in UFOs, are you? Well, that's... Guess who come to mock us will be banned. I'll be in trouble if they kick me out. Are you? Of course, I'm here because I'm interested in UFOs and aliens. Do you have any proof that you're interested in UFOs? I do! Oh, take a look at this. I show her the flyer for the exhibition of Matsue and Aliens that I got in the Lafcadio Memorial Museum. Why are you gonna be banned? I'm watching the NASA launch as well, so this UFO chat is very fitting. There's a NASA launch? You're making fun of them. That's okay, I won't tell. It's a flyer for the exhibition of Matsue and Aliens. I have this with me because I'm interested in aliens. I guess you're not lying. Good thing I kept a hold of it. How was the Lafcadio Hearn Memorial Museum? I was moved. I felt like I saw scenes of Japan that I had forgotten. Wow, I felt the same way. Did you? Hearn's affection for Japan is something that today's Japanese people have lost. Hearn was wonderful, but then so was Japan back then. It was a country of gods, guarded by compassion and morality, don't you agree? Yeah. Hearn came to Japan through a twist of strange fate, but maybe he was destined to come here. The gods brought him here so he could record our traditional ghost stories. It looks like Sugari is a big fan of Lafcadio Hearn. Am I boring you? No, not at all. Morita is running late though, huh? Right, you came here to see Morita. I wouldn't make fun of them even though I'm skeptical. Thank you for the wets. Thank you, Mr. Miyagi. Thank you. Wide taxi. Thank you. Wider. You have to redeem ultra wide for wider taxi. You think it'd be cool to attend? Hearn was an alien who came here in a UFO. Right, you came here to see Morita. Do you know how old Morita is? 33. Don't ask me how old I am. Morita and I are the same age. I turned 33 this year, and chances are Snappy who bit him and the Snappy that I'm looking for are the same person. Hehe, rude. How you doing, Maho? Yesterday he was talking about Snappy, but I'll tell you right now, Morita wouldn't talk about her. Why not? Because it's a painful memory. Did she break his heart? The memory was painful because she bit him. Oh, literally painful. Snappy had a left canine tooth sticking out, and she still has a mark from it. He still has a mark from it now. Oh, she's got like a pointy tooth. Snappy has a left canine tooth sticking out. She's at Suninchura TV, right? What are you saying? Nothing. You're interested in Hearn. Let's talk about Kwaidan. Sure. Tell me about your favorite story in the book. I guess the one where the man who's left his wife for his career can't forget about his wife, and he comes back a few years later to be welcomed by the same kind, beautiful wife. But it turns out she was already dead. That's my favorite. It's creepy, but I liked it because it was also bittersweet. Unfortunately, we don't seem to agree on things. Really? My favorite was the one where the man who had promised his wife, who died of disease, that he wouldn't get married again, breaks that promise and marries a younger woman. On the morning after the wedding, his new wife's head is gone and is found in front of the ex-wife's grave. What the fuck? Excuse me? That's spooky as fuck? You're okay, back into lockdown, that means taxi stream. Oh no, lockdown! Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck? I hope you're okay. Just came back. Why are you so wide? I have a redemption that's like wide taxi, so it makes me wide. It was redeemed not long ago. Heads just got misplaced sometimes. It's fucked. I don't like it. Heads do be a little easy to lose. I would ask Zom Taxi has ever misplaced head. No, I can't say that. Maybe if I had a scar on my neck, but I don't. I don't have many scars. His wife was Anixia, epic head drop. Yeah, no, I haven't lost my head yet. Maybe in the future. Of all the stories in Kwaidan, she picked the most distasteful one. Men are always foolish, hehehehe. She scares me. I'm going to go now. Goodbye. Sugari is kind of weird. Misaki knew about me though. She must have something to do with Aya. I'm going to Sun Inchuo TV. You don't trust anyone who he's too much? I he. No, mega wide. Mega wide is mega wide. Actually, I think it does. It doesn't take up the whole screen, but it's as wide as the screen. If someone wants to redeem it, I can do mega wide. Sunyin Shore TV. There we go. Mega wide. Oh shit, that's the wrong button. Fuck. Give me a second. Fuck. I accidentally didn't set it up for this scene. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Hang on. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. There you go. Yeah, I had set it up for the Ratchet and Clank and I was like, oh, I'll do the widescreen one later, and then I forgot. There we go. Should be all good. The widest of taxi. And thank you, Boggy, for redeeming that. Yay. Alright. Luckily it was an easy fix. I just had to make a new scene and copy it in. But yeah, no, it doesn't take up the whole screen because then you can't see the game, but I take up the whole bottom. I arrived at Sun Inchuo TV. It looks so good. I'm going to ask Misaki Murakami about Snappy. Welcome. What about it's this girl? Could I please see Misaki Murakami? Do you have an appointment? No, I don't, but can you call her? Murakami instructed me not to call her about any visitors who don't have appointments, especially if it's a guy who looks like he could be Max. Pet the taxi. Oh. Thank you for the pets. I need a pet taxi redeem sound. I need to add sounds for all of them. Thank you for the pets. Murakami instructed... Oh yeah, I read that. So she knows who Max is. What do you mean a guy who looks like he could be Max? I'm assuming he's someone like you. She seems to hate me now. Anything wrong? Oh, I almost forgot about an appointment. I'll excuse myself now. I'll leave the reception desk. If I wander around here, she might show up again. The atmosphere is a little different from last time I came here. Can I move? No. Television station that broadcasts mainly to Shimane Prefecture and Tottori Prefecture. Its popular name is Sun Inchuo TV. Current mascot is Eito-kun. The pet needs to be wide. I did consider that. I wasn't sure if it'd be funnier with the small hand or a wide hand. I might change it. Alright. Don't need anything. I guess maybe we can look at some things? Look around. On the wall there are posters to promote their programs. One of them is of Misaki. There are posters for the station. Misaki has perfect teeth, so she can't be snappy. Oh, okay. Unless she got her teeth fixed. That's very possible. I look around. On the wall, there are posters to promote their programs. One of them is of Misaki. Oh, it's the same fucking thing. Sorry. They're doing a charity auction. Each staff has an individual space, including Misaki. There's a bunch of stuff up there for auction. Misaki contributed too. There are dolls, stationery, accessories, and also that red spider lily brooch. That's the brooch she was wearing. I'll buy it as a keepsake. I'd like to get this. As I'm about to make a payment, I notice Misaki's boss is the cashier. Sure, thank you. Aren't you one of the higher-ups around here? Yeah, believe it or not, I'm the head of the announcers department. So, what's the department head doing here? All of the employees take turns as the cashier for the auction, regardless of our positions. I might be able to get some information out of this guy. Acquired the red spider lily brooch. Misaki Murakami is hugely popular. She's our leading announcer. I'm a fan of hers too. Isn't she the most promising of all the women who started together? Actually, she's the only one. No other female staff joined the station the same year as her. She doesn't have a rival around the same age? There used to be one who was a year older, but she left the company. If that's the case, could she be Morita's childhood friend? Anything happened with Murakami? No, nothing. Thank you very much. I rush out of Sun Enjoy TV. I need to find out more about Misaki. I wonder who would talk about her. That... Hate it! That chatty bitch might talk about Misaki. Bitch is probably at Waterworks. Ah, that's why it was added. But I guess we've been there before, that's also why it's there. I arrive at Waterworks. Welcome. Is Riko Sasaki here? Yes, Miss Haneda, I mean, Mrs. Sasaki, I'm sorry. Miss Sasaki. There's too many S's, like Miss Sasaki. Like there's a lot of S's at the start, got me tongue-tied. Is sitting at the back. That manager remembers bitch by her maiden name. Of course, women usually change their last name when they marry, so it may not necessarily match the name of on the school list. I walk towards the back and find bitch sitting alone. You again? I'd like to ask you about your high school days. No way. I don't want to bring this up, but my swimsuit poster won't work anymore. Why not? I told Arissa that her mother used to work as an advertising model when she couldn't get a job as an actress. It's nothing big. I'd like to ask you about Misaki Murakami. Get out of here. What was she called in high school? It's Snappy, isn't it? We called her Murakami. I heard she got the most votes in a popularity poll. Nothing to do with me. The girls idolize her. I know you're jealous. Entertainers and announcers are different, but she's an icon in the television industry. So what? She's making bitch's dream a reality. I bet you were really popular too. You bet, I was a star in my high school. Alright, that's probably enough white taxi. I think it's been a couple minutes. There we go. If you weren't as popular as Misaki. You don't understand at all. She looked like a boy with short hair, and with that headstrong personality, she wasn't popular at all. That's what you wanted to believe, but I bet she was actually popular among the boys. Okay, so that's why that, like, portrait on the side when we were reading the letter had short hair. No, oh, I'm sorry. It only lasts a few minutes. I gotta add a timer up so I can actually do a proper duration. There's no way that savage woman could have been popular. Misaki is savage? I saw her bite Watanabe before. She bit him? Watanabe was the kind of guy who never lost a fight and he was crying. Wow. Oh dear, I talk too much. No, I'm glad that I heard that story. It's helpful. I don't need your sarcasm. Are you done? I have better things to do than talk to you. That was plenty, thank you. I head outside. So she is snappy. I leave the cafe. Next, I should go see the person who was bitten. Would he be at the school? Maybe? There. I'm back at Ober High School, but it looks like classes are still in session. I go around the back to the field. Monkey is doing maintenance. There you are, Monkey. Still looking for Aya Fumino? No, I'm looking for Snappy this time. You could stand to dress Snappy, it's true. That's so good. You're pretty funny. I'm pretty busy, unless you got something important to say. You can show yourself out. I wouldn't want to see you if it wasn't... I wouldn't come to see you if it wasn't important. I have nothing to say to you. I heard that the monkey who never lost a fight cried after a girl bit him. Do you enjoy digging up my painful memories? His face. Who bit you? Misaki Murakami, wasn't it? It felt like he blushed as soon as I mentioned her name. You want to redeem one, so you have 269. One is one per stream. It's like the first person to redeem it. Did you have a crush on Misaki? What? They say girls like bad boys. Were you two dating? Don't be stupid. Bullseye. No, we weren't dating. It was just what? Unrequited love. I see. Yeah. In high school I had a crush on Misaki and then... Wait, you didn't force... Say any more and I'll kick your ass. I get into fist fights, but I never hit a woman. I told her that I liked her and I was rejected, that's all. But why would she bite you? I don't really know. Be honest. I can think of one thing that could have upset Misaki. What is it? Wait here. Monkey goes into the school building. Was this your true goal when you introduced first? Oh? It looks like he went to get something. Monkey comes back. He has an old-fashioned bracelet in his hand. This. Monkey shows me the friendship bracelet. It's one of those Bisanga bracelets I made with threads of 5 colors: blue, yellow, red, white, and black. To get 69 channel points. I considered making the first 69 points, but then I was like, nah, it's funnier it just being number 1. It's 1 for first. When I was joking around with her, I pulled on this bracelet and it broke. Misaki looked like she was about to cry, and she tried to bite me all of a sudden. Can you tell me a little more about the situation? I told her that I liked her, but she said she liked someone else. Who? She didn't tell me, so I was upset and tried to grab her bracelet, and then... Thanks to being such a musclehead, you pulled so hard you broke it. He still has it after all these years? Hey Vito, how are you? Then snap, she bit me. Then she realized what just happened and ran away. That's it? I always wanted to apologize and give this back to her, but I wasn't able to before our graduation, and I still have it today. Did I see the Meiji attorney thing? Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so keen for that. I've been like waiting for them to announce it. It was really funny. So the leak of it happened like last year, saying in April they were going to announce it. And basically everything else that was leaked has come true so far. So it's like, okay, they're going to announce it in April. And I was gonna tweet the night before they announced it, when I was laying in bed, looking at my phone. I was like, oh, I should tweet about they have 1 week to announce this. If they don't, I'm gonna be so mad, you know. And I went to bed. And then probably about 20 minutes later, because it was posted at 1 AM my time, probably about like 20 minutes later, it was announced. I was like, I should have fucking said. I should have said. I should have made the tweet. Do you all speak other languages? I think most of us speak English, but there's probably some people that speak multiple languages. Monster Hunter Rise is going to PC, then it was in the leak too. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, I think a lot of, like, especially the Ace Attorney ones have come true so far. So that's really cool. But yeah, I'm so keen for that game. I'm waiting for pre-orders to be available because I want to get the physical copies of it. All right. You speak 2 languages? Yeah, I only speak English and a bit of Spanish. Bumfluff is uneducated. You're from Germany? I learnt like 1 year of German in school, but that was many years ago, so I don't remember much. But I remember really liking it. I'd love to pick up a language one day. It's really just a bit. Yeah, that's fair enough. I feel like a lot of people have learnt a tiny bit of languages at some point. But nothing super conversational. I can return it back to her if you want. But these kinds of things are often better with help from a third party. You can go and apologize to her after that. Oh, you speak a bit of Latin, really? A bit of Spanish and a bit of French. That's really cool. Yeah, no, I think I would have learnt a language in school if, Did anyone in Australia actually get fluent in another language from public school? Well, that's what I was about to say. I was gonna say, because I changed schools a lot, basically every school I went to had a different language we were learning. It'd be different if, like, maybe we had, like, one language as, like, a secondary language that was, like, in all the schools, but the thing is, public schools can't afford stuff like that, so it's just kind of they take what they can get. But yeah, no, I changed too many schools, so I learnt Korean, Indonesian, Japanese, and German, so I don't remember any of them, really. German was the last one that I did in high school, but even still, I don't remember much of that because it was only like a year worth. And that was like one class a week. And it was very basic. Been doing Japanese on Duolingo for more than 2 years, still can't hold a conversation. Yeah, yeah. I think Duolingo is... I tried that in Japanese and I think it's not that great. For Japanese especially. For other languages it seems pretty good, but Japanese seemed a little hard to learn through. You studied 2 years of Japanese but lost most of it. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, it'd be good if Australia had a language that we were taught in primary school that was like across all of them. But yeah. Unfortunate. Alright, so we read that. Sure. You can count on me. I'll take good care of the friendship bracelet. Alright, here. Monkey hands me the friendship bracelet. Acquired 5 color friendship bracelet. It's weird he trusts me enough. You keep thinking this background music is leading to Star Spangled Banner? Really? You want 69 but you can't. Aww. You can get a free sub to Mango Languages with a free library membership. All online. It's like premium Duolingo, loads of languages. Not an ad. I've never heard of that one. You like Monkey? You can still read stuff but understand like 15 to 20% only at best. It's usually more like 10%. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, it goes away so quickly. Like in high school, like I used to be able to like form sentences in German and stuff like that from what we learned, but like now I don't remember any of it. It just disappears so quickly if you're not using it. I think if I was to learn a language, it'd probably be Dutch though, because I actually have Dutch heritage, so I'd probably do that. You like Monkey, he seems to be a decent guy. Yeah, like he seems to have warmed up to us. I'll give it back to Misaki. I'm counting on you. Oh, also, have her teeth been that perfect since she was a kid? I only knew her from high school. Who knew her since she was a kid then? I think Tanaka went to the same middle school as her. 4 Eyes. Thank you, I'll go talk to him. I part ways with Monkey. Our brains are like, you aren't using this. Delete, it's true. In Germany, many people speak English. Yeah, I know. It's really cool how, like, other countries just have, like, alright, you will learn this language and become very good at it, kind of thing. But Australia isn't one of those countries. You're partially Dutch too, wow. That's really cool. On my mum's side is part Dutch, part, I'm having a mind blank. I should know this. Why can't I remember? Okay, it's completely gone apparently. I've forgotten. I should know this. Yeah, it's my zombie brain. I've forgotten. My zombie brain has melted that information from my brain. It's the first language you learn in school. Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of other countries like learn English at the start and all throughout. And I think that's really cool. Ukraine! Thank you, how did you remember that bump-off? Yes, part Dutch, part Ukrainian. I was like, it's one of the ones that speak Russian. Like related to Russia. Ukrainian. Yeah, I was thinking like Belarus or something, and I was like, that's definitely not it, but it's like above it or something. How can I, like, it's just, Ukraine was wiped from my memory somehow. Yes. So yeah, part Dutch, part Ukrainian. So that's cool. But yeah, I'd probably learn Dutch if I did. I think that'd be neat. Heritage is much older, like great-grandmother that... Ah. Yeah, no, like my grandparents like lived there, kind of thing. All right. I like the Uru taxi. Okay, so now we go to... city offices, that's right. I arrive at the city office. You again, I'm tired of seeing your face. Today I'm here to ask you about your beloved Misaki. I won't say anything. She used to be called Snappy, didn't she? I don't know. When she got upset, she had a habit of snapping at people with her teeth. I don't know. Yes, you do. I don't know. Keep asking him. You could just tell me, Misaki is Snappy, right? I don't know. He's much more stubborn than I thought. I guess I need to give him some bait. What do we have? Oh. I wouldn't ask you to talk for nothing. What do you mean? I have a souvenir for you. It's a serious question, fuck you. Your heritage is so mixed that it's not really worth anything. That's fair. I don't really know much of my dad's side, my heritage. It's only my mom's side. My dad's side is kind of, I don't know, it could be one thing or another thing completely. You didn't mean to send it? That's okay. Yeah, dad's side's kind of not sure what it is. Have a souvenir for you. I don't want a souvenir. How about now? I show him the red spider lily brooch that I got at the auction. That can't be. This belonged to Miss Misaki. I added Miss to that sentence, apparently. I know, it's her favorite. She wore it on TV many times. You like red spider lilies? What's wrong with that? The Japanese name of the red spider lily, Higanbana. Bana? Maher? It says Bana. I don't see how a red spider lily as a souvenir would be a good souvenir for someone who didn't want the souvenir. Bana. Are you guys looking at the game? Like, are people playing it? Like, are people watching it? I don't know. Why are we explaining this to Four Eyes? Banana. Implies death and afterlife. It's not exactly the luckiest flower. This flower means a sad memory. Wow, the smartest kid in school sure knows lots of trivia. You can butter me up all you want, but I won't talk about her. I don't use cheap tricks like that. You already did, many times. We really did. Alright. What do you think of her now? You've been watching her day and night. I bet you've noticed something. That's not what I do. Don't talk to me like I'm a stalker. Okay, I take it back. Just tell me the truth. Max is being a smart bum. It could be something very minor. Tell me anything you know about Snappy now. I can't tell you. It's a matter of privacy. You went to the same elementary school as her, didn't you? So now you're silent. I feel like you tricked me. I feel like you trick me if I talk. I told you, I don't use cheap tricks. We do! All the time! I won't talk. Four Eyes and Misaki went to the same elementary school. He might have an old picture or two. If there's an old picture, can I see what her teeth were like? That's such a weird question. Do you have an old picture of her? Why do I need to know this? Like, we already know. It's just... If you don't say anything, it means yes. How about we trade that picture for this brooch? Kinda cringe, bro. You use such dirty tricks. You have a picture, don't you? I always liked her. What's wrong with having pictures of her? Don't forget Max described himself as the embodiment of kindness. Yeah, what the fuck? Let me see her teeth. You didn't take her pictures secretly, did you? No, it's not like that. Whenever I had a chance to take pictures at school and events and stuff, I would get close to her and end up in the same picture. Show me. If there's a good one, I'll trade it for the brooch. I need to think about it, but I really want her brooch. Just show me the pictures. Fine. Four Eyes goes back to his desk and comes back with an album. Why does he have this at work? You have emote! Yay! Enjoy the emote. You have that many pictures of her and you carry them with you? How sad. I've done nothing illegal here. All of these pictures were legally taken or legally acquired. Fine, just show me. I look at Four Eyes' album. This is an interesting picture. Why don't we trade this picture for the brooch? This is a legal exchange. I exchanged the red spider lily brooch for the picture. But I feel bad. What are you up to? I feel a little bit bad too. Do we feel bad for him because he's so pitiful? If you spoke to me about it 15 years ago, she wouldn't have to get hurt, you know. Would she get hurt? I can't just let that pass. Can't just let that pass. Well, not necessarily. Can you talk to me about Ayafumino now? I could never do that. Besides, it's a dream. Dream? What do you mean? No, nothing. You didn't hear that. Fine, I guess I need to go ask Miss Misaki then. I should go back to work now. Quiet picture from middle school. I want to see the picture. I leave the city office. Before I visit Misaki, I should get something to eat. Oh, I want to see my inventory. Alright, we'll go get food. Kami Ari on. I'm back at Kami Ari on. If I want something to eat, Kami Ari on is an easy choice. Sunpei greets me. Welcome. Do I have a Nintendo Switch? I do. I do have a Switch. What should I eat today? I look at the menu. I'll have the deep-fried moroge shrimp. Sure, one deep-fried moroge shrimp. Sunpei repeats it loudly and goes back to the kitchen. What do I play on the Switch? What am I playing at the moment? Hang on, I have my Switch in front of me. Oh, the Crash Insane trilogy is on there. I was thinking of picking that up for stream at some point. Do you play Smash Brothers? Not the current one. I used to play Brawl back in the day, but I haven't really gotten into the latest one. Hand tracking, yeah, I was reaching over to my Switch and it was detecting it. But yeah, no, I was thinking of picking up the Insane trilogy at some point for stream. I think that'd be fun. Alright. Look at the TV. Oh, do we have to think maybe? There we go. Look at the friendship bracelet that I got from Monkey. I've seen this bracelet somewhere. Could it be? I take a look at the picture I got from Karakoro Art Studio. The girl in the picture with Fatty is the same with Fatty has the same friendship bracelet on her wrist. You have 1,000 hours in the game? Wow. Yeah, no, I can play Smash Brothers, like, Bumfluff in the channel has a copy of it, so I could borrow it if I wanted to play it, but I don't know. I really liked playing Brawl back in the day, but I can't really get into the new ones. Not really good at fighting games. She's wearing the same friendship bracelet, so she was friends with Snappy. I sit and think for a while, and Sunpei comes back with my meal. Thank you for waiting. So this is deep-fried moroge shrimp. I wonder what it tastes like. Sunpei goes back to the kitchen as I take a bite. I wonder what these things are. They look like chilies. You're hyped for Pokemon Snap? Probably gonna stream it? Yeah, I'll probably pick that up as well. Tatsunoko vs Capcom was the only fighting game you really wanted. And the only reason for that is because Kara's was in the lineup? Not familiar who that is. I really wanted to play the, is it Marvel vs Capcom 3? That they, had Phoenix Wright in it. I have said, though, I will play Smash Brothers if they ever add Phoenix Wright, and I've stood by that. So, like, if they announce Phoenix Wright for Super Smash Brothers, I will play it. I will start playing it. But if they don't, I'm not gonna play it. One of your friends say Smash Brothers is a copy of Brawlhalla? Not familiar what that is. It's like if Green Lanterns were localized to cities and they policed yokai. Ah. Hello twitch.tv/taxmills. You're going to bed, but he wanted to pop in to say hello. Hello twitch.tv/poolboyforrent. I hope you have a good rest. Thank you so much for dropping in. It's really appreciated. Get some good sleeps. Alright, Sunpei goes back to the kitchen as I take a bite. The shell is so tender and the shrimp is so rich and tasty. Being able to eat this every day must be a nice perk of living in Matsue. Oh, see you, Pain Slayer. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you had a good time. Genkichi comes out of the kitchen. This is your 5th Sumer Ashikoshi item. Oh, thank you for the bits, poor boy. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. Genkichi puts a stamp on the mo on my stamp rally card. You have 2 items left. I might complete all 7. Keep it up, young man. This isn't really the reason why I came here. Genkichi goes back to the kitchen. From the kitchen, Sanpei turns the TV on. Ooh, do we look at the TV now? I turn my attention to the TV. Oh hey, it's Misaki. She's doing a weather report from in front of the Karakoro art studio. Even if I leave right now, I wouldn't make it there before she leaves. Hey, could you turn up the volume? Genkichi is really peppy for a chef. I like it. He's living his best life. I like him. With Max being able to bully him out of it. Aww. We could never bully him. Sanpei calls from the kitchen. Are you a fan of hers? It's not like that, but I do want to hear this. Sure thing. Sanpei turns up the volume. I'll be reporting the weather again in an hour from in front of Matsue Castle. If I head to Matsue Castle, I can catch her. God, that's a full-on job, like moving around the town or city. My cell phone suddenly rings. Who could it be? I take the call. The call was from Yuka, Fatty's fiance. She said she had something to talk about and asked me to come to the Monet Dango shop. Yeah, that must be like a hectic job having to constantly move around the city to like weather report. Monet Dango shop. This one seems so much JPEG artifacts than all the other pictures. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of weird. I arrived back at Monet Dango shop. Wonder if they enjoy it. Then again, I wonder if most weather reporters do it in studios. Yeah. Well, what happens if it's rainy the entire time? Yuka is seated and waiting. How's Fatty doing? Not Fatty, Jun. How's he feeling? He seems okay now. He said he was going to reopen the store tomorrow. That's great. He's sick now because of you. I can't say I had nothing to do with it, but that's not the real reason. 15 years ago? So what did you want to talk to me about? Yesterday I overheard Jun talking on the phone. Who was he talking to? I don't know for sure, but I think it was a high school classmate. What was the conversation about? What I heard was someone died after the graduation ceremony and they killed them. Excuse me? Oh geez, so you got scared and called me? Yes. What was... Wait. Did they just say they killed them? Did the whole group kill this person? Is this why they're so secretive? Hello? Yuka is so nice. Why is Max such a jerk? Yeah, I know. Was the woman who pretended to be Aya Fumino the one who got killed? What do you think? Could Fatty be... Is this why he's afraid of the sight of blood? But Yuka would never admit it. I needed to be on my side for now. There's no record of a murder 15 years ago. Maybe it hasn't been discovered yet or something. Maybe. Oh no. You trust him, don't you? Yeah, but... I don't know him well, but he didn't seem like the kind of person who murders people. I'm concerned about the direction of this. What do you think? I don't believe Jun could take a life. Yeah, but what about if like one of them killed them and then the others have to keep it secret? Then there's only one answer, he didn't do it. Don't look worried like that. You're closer to him than anyone. You have to trust him. You're right, I trust Jun. Good, now there's one thing I need you to look into. What is it? I need you to find out who married and changed their last name among his classmates. It's just I know what you did last summer. Max doing something nice for once. Max is just the murderer in the movie. He's just trying to find out. And then he'll blackmail them. Got it. It's about time for the weather report. I can't really remember much of I Know What You Did Last Summer. The most thing I remember, like, when I think about it is the is Scary Movie, which parodied it entirely. Like, the entire plot of Scary Movie parodied I Know What You Did Last Summer, basically. Secret murder was one of the conclusions you were getting. Ah. They hit Ayafumino with a car. And Max is Ayafumino. Yeah, Danny-kun has big brain. Have you seen Final Destination? Funniest trashy horror movie of that era. Yeah, I love Final Destination. I haven't seen them a whole lot, but they're fun. They're very fun. Ayafumino is trying to avoid the crap out of him. Ah. Yeah, maybe he could be a stalker. See, I thought, my original thought was that she was made up as, like, by the group, and the group contributed to sending the letters. But then it was like, then we show the letters and they're like, oh, she thought of me like that, you know? But, so then that kind of ruined that for me. So, but also, I think the person definitely exists. So I don't know. It's about time for the weather report. Weather report? Oh, sorry, talking to myself. As I recall, the next weather report is an hour from now at Matsue Castle. No, it's not. You just said it's about time for it. Alright. Matsue Castle. Am I blind? Where is the castle? Oh, is it at the park? I assume Fatty got whoever was pretending to be Aya, and, well, right now I should focus on Misaki Murakami. There she is. What Toki miss? Did you catch up on last stream, Toki? Because I know you came on the end, but I'm not sure how much you caught. What if they're paid actors? This still photo is really weird. Yeah, like they would have had to print this poster off and bring it with them. What is the point of that? Misaki is reading the weather report during live broadcast. Toki on break at the moment. Too many people here to stream muted, but hi. Aww. I hope you have a good break, Toki. When do you get time off? When do you get to go home? Wait, I just realized if he's muted, he can't hear me. There you go. Taxi is saying nice things and asking when you have time off. Thank you, Danny-kun. Alright. Misaki is reading the weather report during a live broadcast. Once the broadcast is over, the staff begin to take down their equipment. Real Taxi wouldn't say that, whereas the Real Taxi. I did say that! I mean, Danny could lie about anything. Danny could say anything. Alright, I should go ask her. Misaki. Misaki notices me. You waited to ambush me. It didn't look like you could see me at the station. It's still the same thing here. I have something I want to ask you. Oh, investigation start! Hell yeah! Alright. Hopefully Sunday and Monday Big might get called in again. Aww. Alright. When I first met you, you had a brooch on. Maybe, maybe not. It's a red spider lily brooch. Wasn't it your favorite? Unfortunately, I don't have such brooch. Of course not, you gave it to an auction. But I gave the actual brooch to Four Eyes if she keep... Pretending she doesn't know. I don't have any way to question her. Fine, let's change the subject. Oh my god. Oh no, we got a thing taken away. The spider lily make- No, don't say that to Nikun! Not in the best mood. Alright. What do we have? Oh yeah, that's her from middle school. Photo of Misaki Murakami that I got from Tanaka in exchange for the red spider lily brooch. It shows her with braces. So her teeth were getting better. If I just ask her questions straight, she wouldn't answer them. I need to find a trigger to talk about Aya. Alright. I guess we can try to give her... Maybe too soon. Fucking okay. Fine. No! What am I meant to show her then? Spider Lily because she's a real bitch. No, bitch was the housewife. This is Snappy. You're friends with Morita at the UFO research lab. You and Morita at the UFO research lab are childhood friends, aren't you? What are you saying all of a sudden? He said that Snappy was at Sun Inchua TV. I suppose so. There must be someone who was nicknamed Snappy, but it's not me. I need to corner her more to get anything out of her. I should change the subject for now. What the fuck? What am I meant to choose? I've selected both asks. I've done both of them. And I've given her the 2 new items. Oh. Yeah, we have this. I wonder what that's for. I guess we can show her this. There we go. Who was pretending to be Aya Fumino? Hope friends are doing good. I'm doing good. It was a really nice lady who took her kid to ballet. I show her the picture of Aya, that eye, as soon as Misaki sees it. What? I show her the picture of Aya, that eye. Oh my god, it's getting my face palm. It was like chapter 1 to 3 possible. Everything else is just like, okay. Yeah, we're like chapter 6 or something. I show her the picture of Aya that as... I don't even know what that's meant to be. As soon as Misaki sees it, she tenses up. I don't know who that is. Then the letter talked about Snappy. Toki must go back. Bye, Toki. Have good works. Alright. Toki finishes at 11, so if still on, Toki shall be here again. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. It looks like this sounds familiar to you. Unfortunately, no. So what made you think I was Snappy? Okay, so I guess now maybe I can show this. Show that her teeth were not good. No! Oh god, we fucking died. Oh god, okay. I guess we have one more hit, like we've lost. Someone told me about Snappy. Ah, you and Morita at the UFO research lab were childhood friends, weren't you? He said Snappy was now at Sun Inchua TV. There's no other woman about the same age as Aya at the station. That's true. It seemed like Morita knew a lot about Snappy, but he wouldn't tell me much. He said he's been rooting for you. Did we save earlier? No! No, we didn't. You're right about the job. Hey Marble Techie, how are you? I guess we could save now. It seems like Morita knew a lot about Snappy, but he wouldn't tell me much. He said he's been rooting for you. I'm glad to hear he's that. So what did Morita say about Snappy? That she snaps at people with her teeth when she gets upset, and that her left canine tooth sticks out. That's unfortunate for you. As you can see, I have great teeth. You understand now? I'm not snappy. Okay, I think if we save now, we should be safe. Okay. Get a job trial today? Oh, really? Let's just say it went as thought. Went just as we thought it would. Oh, what did you think? Did you think you didn't do good? I hope you did good. Okay, I guess we can show her this. Yes. Oh, there she is. I have your picture from junior high school here. I love, 4 eyes there. That's really funny. That's Starbucks in the background. I showed the picture of Misaki when she was in junior high and she's wearing glasses. I love how he said that he always sneaks up in the photos, and there he is. Her hair is cute. It is very cute. I like it. What? It looks like you had braces. This itself doesn't prove that I'm snappy. I got proof from someone that Misaki is indeed snappy. I guess we have this thing? I heard you bit monkey. Don't bite monkey. Doing alright, probably gonna play some Monster Hunter World. Ah, I hope you have fun. The restaurant was gross and the floors were oily. I could smell the mold in place, and yeah, it wasn't enjoyable. They only get people to do trials so they can have someone do the dishes. Oh, that's yuck. That really sucks. That's really gross. Hope you find a better place than that. I'm sure you get them shut down for that. Yeah, probably. You could probably report them for like a to get them to have a health inspection, like a whatever it's called. Did I? I got something from him. It's a friendship bracelet. I show her the 5-colored friendship bracelet. As soon as she sees the good luck bracelet, her expression changes. I could corner her with max mode. Max mode! Here we go! You must be snappy. Which means you must be snappy. You're snappy. Oh god, I can't read it. I can't read them fast enough. You're snappy, the snapping turtle girl. Is that what it said? What is that? I've never been called by that name. Yeah, no. I should go. Yeah, I should go. Alright. We'll try it again. I guess we'll just try with the first one. You're snappy, aren't you? You're right, I am snappy. What do you want to know? Oh, that was odd. She didn't even resist. I will tell you what I know, so can you make it quick? Quick, I'm quite busy. I like her pout, it's very cute. She doesn't want me to talk about that secret, so she must be trying to go along with it and get rid of me. Alright. Almost choked on my water. Too much went in my mouth. Alright, ask. I've already asked about that. I'm gonna save again. I'm save scumming this. Worst thing is they barely had any cleaning products for the dishes. They told me to wash them with hot water, no soap. There was a dish soap, but it was in a big bucket. All I had to scrub was this broken wire sponge, and I was like, bruh, what the fuck? Is it like a well-known place? Do many people eat there? We're on our last life. Yeah, I know, that's why I'm save scumming. Oh god. It is? Ugh. What am I meant to show her? Let's think. Maybe I should show her the picture of the girl who actually wrote me the letters. Oh, okay. Wait, we show her Aya? That's enough, the staff is waiting for me. I'm not done with this conversation yet. I can't miss this opportunity. Wait. We have to do it again? That's okay. Lucky it's not that much of a punishment. We just started again. That's fine. I could do this. Okay, so we show her this first. Okay. Skip through that. Okay, we give her this. Maybe this proof isn't something she wants to remember. Okay, we give her this. We do that one. Fucking quick to get through. Alright. Maybe I should show her the picture of the girl who actually wrote me the letters. Hello? It's not the Aya picture? What the fuck am I meant to show? Show her the picture of the girl who actually wrote me the letters. The photo of Aya and Jun. I was thinking that, but she wouldn't know what that is. I can try it. What the fuck? It is this? How is she gonna look at that and be like, oh yeah, that person, I know who that is, when like her face is covered in this photo and stuff. Tell me about her. I show her the photo I got from the Karakura art studio. As soon as she sees it, Misaki's expression gets tense. You. What? No, it's nothing. What do you want to know about her? What I really want is to see and talk to her. What do you want to talk to her about? The things she wrote about her in her letters. What did she write about? She seems concerned about what was in those letters. You read the letters, didn't you? She sent them to me, so yeah. What did the letters say? Before I get to that, who's the girl in the pictures? She's a classmate from high school, but I wasn't close with her, so I don't know much about her. Okay. It's weird why the other one didn't matter. Yeah, I know. Okay. She's lying, the picture shows the truth. What picture? What picture? What picture shows the truth? The picture shows the truth. Oh, do I show this again? Okay, no. Excuse me? The brochure with the roll call. Nah. Oh wow, it didn't even give us a thing, like a mark-off. Who took the photo of her with the peace sign? Oh. Nah, that didn't count. What the fuck? This is confusing. We don't really have much else to show. The picture shows the truth. Do I just show the picture again, maybe? Oh, fuck. That's a lie. That's so stupid. The girl in the picture is wearing a friendship bracelet. See, I tried showing her friendship bracelet. And it matches yours. Are you a gossip writer? Like, if it was a good game, it probably would have included both. Like, it presented both at once. Because it did that earlier in the game, I'm pretty sure. Like, it could be either one. And it showed both at once. It's like combined the evidence. And I think you probably could have done either one to do that. And if it was smart, it would have been like you could present both of them, and at once it's like these are connected. But no. Are you a gossip writer? Are you trying to blackmail me? No, I'm not your enemy. I can't trust you. You show up out of the blue, dig up my past. I should try and get her to understand using max mode. Max mode! Let's just yell at her. Nothing can stop me now. I'll do anything to see her. Okay. I'll do anything to see her. You're already doing anything. It's getting too much. Get out of my sight. I need to make her. Okay. I guess nothing I say will have any effect on you. Do as you like. But I have nothing else to say to you. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna try the bottom one then. I just want to see her. Yeah. I'm guessing she was special to Snappy, and she was special to me as well. But I can't talk about it. In my last year of high school, when I was going crazy studying for entrance exams, her letters helped me stay sane. Here's max mode again. Trust me, please. Trust me, I won't let you down. There's no justice except for me. Think of me as your god. I was like, oh, the last one must be good. Okay. I've never met anyone who said that. I'm sorry, but I can't talk anymore. Okay, that's fine. Try the bottom one. Why is it all the bottom one this time? Please believe me, please. Okay. You weren't wearing the same 5-color friendship bracelets. Oh, you were wearing the same 5-color friendship bracelets. Don't get the wrong idea, we're just friends, nothing more, but I did have feelings for her, just a little. Are the memories of her painful? Kinda glad it's not the last one. Max's god complex. Okay, what are we doing? She doesn't want to remember. Was there some kind of tragedy? Come to think of it, for us said red spider lilies symbolize sad memories. Ah, I guess we could ask her about that. Red spider lilies symbolize sad memories. Do you have sad memories of Aya? I just liked the design. Then why did you donate it to the auction? How did you know? Because I bought it there. I donated it to the auction because it was old. No, that's not true. You did because I dug up your past. You wanted to forget. You wanted closure for that sad memory. Don't make this about you. It's true that thanks to you, I realized that I was trapped in by my own past, but that's not relevant. Don't you want to know what Aya thought of Snappy? I do, but... Read this letter. She wrote about how she felt. I hand the letter to Misaki. Alright, we've read this. As Misaki reads the letter, she begins to cry. You saved her. It was after the second semester midterms. Why? I've always been the first. Why am I in 7th place? I'm in 3rd place. That's strange, isn't it? What? You've never been in top 10. It's strange you're in 3rd place this time. It's strange, isn't it? Yeah, that'd suck, Danikon. What do you want me to say? You didn't cheat, did you? Cheat? What do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. You cheated on the exams. She cheated. That's why she got such a good score. I didn't cheat. I studied really hard. You cheated, didn't you? Be honest. You did, right? You did. Do you have any proof? I don't have proof, but her score got much better in half a semester. That's definitely strange. You don't have any proof. Be honest, you cheated, didn't you? I didn't. She did. She absolutely did. Enough, I can't take it anymore. Oh, she fucking slapped him. Slapped the glasses off him. She cheated on you, Nova. So you are Snappy. Yes, the Snappy that she mentioned in this letter, that's me. Yay, we did it! Four Eyes likes you, Snappy. Maybe he made the accusation because he got jealous that Aya was always with you. That could be it. I had a crush on her. It wasn't a matter of guy or girl. It's just I liked her as a person. Harassment complete! Yay! That's weird. Well, people are weird, but she was a wonderful person. You wore a matching friendship bracelet because you liked her. Wearing the same thing as her made me happy. And Monkey broke it, so you got upset. I can be aggressive, so when I get upset, I bite. But she was different. She kept it in. She tried to hold back her tears and smile. She thought of others before herself. I'm not a hero, not like her. That's what she thought about you. She was always trying to help others. That's why, even though it was her last year of high school, she helped Yoko. She helped Yoko Fumino by pretending to be Aya. Oh. She pretended for Yoko Fumino. Forget I said it. What? What happened 15 years ago? Why do you go silent whenever I ask this question? Leave this alone. Do you expect me to believe there isn't anything from the past you'd rather forget? I thought Snappy would tell me the truth. Well met, Furoribi? We met Furoribi? Furoribi? It's a yokai. Ghosts, UFOs, legends, and now monsters. Give me a break. I'm not a hero, I'm a coward, just like everybody else. I have to live. I have a live... I have a live broadcast coming up. I need to hurry, so excuse me. Hold on, you forgot something. I hand her the friendship bracelet. Monkey wanted to apologize to you. Why is there yokai? You're getting scared for the conclusion? Why is Misaki's measurements even a question? Why not? Yeah, I owe him an apology too. Thank you. As Misaki leaves with the Sun Insure TV staff, I feel like someone's watching. Oh, this guy. I catch a glimpse of a tall guy in a hat walking away. This guy was in front of the inn earlier. It's fishy, very fishy. Is this the bartender? Who exactly was that just now? I should head back to the inn. It's Toki. Why is Toki so sus? Yeah, it looks like the bartender. I didn't get a good look of him because he kind of rushed off earlier, but now that it was like left there, I think it looks like him. The inn. I arrived back at the Matsue Inn. I should relax in the bath for a while. Hey young man, what a coincidence. Oh god. I wanted to relax, ugh. Don't say it like that. It feels great to bond with nothing to hide. Don't be creepy. Let's watch each other's backs. No thank you. Stingy, eh? How is not wanting to wash your wrinkly back stingy? You forgot what he did last time. Ah! It's a pity because I have some special information. What do you know, old man? This would help you so much. So, do you want to wash each other's backs? There's a saying, what happens in Matsue stays in Matsue. Fuck off! Huh? Wash my back, wash my back, wash my back. Alright, fine, I'll wash your back. Get out of the bath. I get out of the bath and wash Kogumo's back. So, somehow I ended up washing the old man's back. Ah, it feels so good. Ah, right there. It feels good and makes me... Oh my god. Oh my god. This makes me uncomfortable. Don't do it. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. Sigh, spending time with... Sorry. Spending time with this old guy is making me even more tired. Yeah, same. I'm tired. Alright, what does he have to say? So, what's the special information you have? Moist old man. Yucky. Convenient yawn. It was very, very well timed. What's the special information you have? It's vital information. There's a new DVD rental store near the inn. That's it? They're having a grand opening sale. You can rent DVDs for half the price. Wow, who wants to rent some DVDs? You made me wash your back for that? Well, don't be so stiff. You have to enjoy these moments. Oh, bastard. I want to rent some DVDs. I'm back in my room. It's weird how like DVD rentals back in the day were cheaper than like renting digital movies. It's like if digital movies were like $1, I'd go for it. I would rent so many more movies. Because like you went down to the video store on like they had the cheap Tuesdays and it was like 5 weekly rentals for $5. So they were $1 each or something. So it's just like, why the fuck aren't digital rentals dirt cheap? But instead you gotta spend like $6 to rent a digital movie. Alright. A DVD rental store. I might go take a look. I want to see if they have Willy's Wonderland. We'll have a look, Danny-kun. Where is the rental store? No? Do I go out? How do I get there? Where do I get... How do I get there? It wants... Oh, guidebook. It's not listed in the guidebook. Excuse me? How do we find it? no one to ask anything. Didn't they say it was like nearby? Maybe if we go to the bar, that's kind of near. No. Kiyomise shopping area? Oh, I arrived at the Kiyomise shopping area. Yay, we made it! The first floor of a multi-tenant building, there's a small DVD rental store. This is what the old man Kogumo was talking about. I take a look around the DVD rental store. Check. What have we got? They've got a bunch of the latest CDs. These are CDs, not DVDs. It's a small store, but they have a pretty good selection. I found the DVD of Shadow Shogun, the movie that Aya mentioned in her letter. I'm going to get this. I rent the DVD of Shadow Shogun. Acquired DVD of Shadow Shogun. CDs, not even DVDs. I think these are DVDs at the back. Alright, I found what I wanted. I'll head back to my room and watch this. Alright. I'm back at the Matsue Inn. I should watch the DVD. Shadow Shogun was a story about a man who had to pretend to be a shogun when the real shogun suddenly died. At first, he has trouble, but after a while he starts to act like a real shogun. At the end, however, he tries to live life his own way. I wonder if that's how she felt. I ponder for a moment. I should write down what I found out before I go to bed. Oh, is this the chapter end? Nice. Walked out without paying or anything. Snappy. Now we got Bestie and Shorty. Whoever was writing letters to me pretended to be Aya for Yoko Fumino. The puzzle pieces are just starting to come together. Maybe tomorrow I'll find out the truth. Yay, we finished another one! Ooh, mushroom. Oh no, gnome stationery. Alright. I am just gonna have a quick break. Gonna go refill my water. Shorty, yeah, probably. So everyone go have a quick break. Go get some water, have a stretch, get a snack if you need to. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. How was everyone's break? I may have eaten some more chips, but maybe too many for how full I feel. See how we go. Okay. It's the 17th day since I arrived in Matsue. Out of Aya's 7 classmates, I've identified 5, but none of them would tell me about her. And now there's even the hint of a crime, a big one. Before I go out, I better read another one of Aya's letters. I take a letter out of my bag. This is the 4th letter. It's dated August 25th. Is this a Santa Claus pattern on the stationery? No, they're fairies from European folktales. Are gnomes fairies? Hello, this hot weather's been going for a while. How are you doing? Yesterday, I went to the summer festival with my classmates. Shorty's been down because of what's happening with his father's company, so we're trying to cheer him up. His dad is the president of a construction company, and everyone's jealous of the luxury he lives in, but apparently they're going through some trouble. We are all really worried about him. He has a cheerful personality, making him popular in class, but he also has a self-focused and timid side. He's facing a lot of difficulty right now, but I want him to do his best and overcome it. He grew up as a rich kid, but he has a strong heart. That's what I believe. With such a sociable and cheerful personality, I know he can get through this, especially with our support. When you're running into trouble or you're feeling down, you should be able to rely on your friends. I think friends are like medicine for the heart. Please cherish your friends too, Max. I like fun people too. I like people with warm hearts. I assume you know. P.S. Max, is there anyone you like? Phallic imagery. I finished reading the letter. The description of Shorty's home life in the letter sounds similar to what I've heard from the bartender at Nakamura Bar. I wonder if the bartender is Shorty. What did I write back to her? I recall the reply I wrote. Thank you for your letter. I really like festivals, and I've even helped carry a portable shrine once. All that enthusiasm is great. It really gets the blood pumping. I'm sure the festivals at Matsue are filled with spirit. I'd like to join in a festival at Matsue someday. Unlike Tokyo, I'm sure the air's clean and you're surrounded by nature. Just imagining it makes me want to pay a visit. Friends are medicine from the heart, huh? You might be right. It's embarrassing to say it out loud, but I do cherish my friends. I'm going to be separated from those friends one day, but I always want to keep them in my heart. Max. P.S. There isn't anyone I enjoy just hanging out with friends right now. Right now, I'm concentrated on studying. I can't choose just one person. There is someone on my mind. There is someone I like, but I've never talked to them. I don't know. The bartender is Toki. Simp choice. This one? Like lots of people, can't name just one. Alright, we'll do that one over. Where do you go to hang out with your friends? Do you study history? Where do people go on dates in Matsue? Is there someone you like? I guess I've just been asking the same question back to her, so we'll do that. Is there anyone you know, like? Why? Why does he write it like that? Right. Wrote a pretty serious reply, huh? Tomoko comes to put the futon away. Good morning. Morning. So, you've been staying with us for a week now. How about just living here? It's not a bad idea, but I've got something I need to do. The girl that you're looking for, right? Before that, I'm thinking of researching for a Ruby. That's a yokai, that's right. What's that? A yokai, some kind of monster. I've never heard of that one. Tomoko is Aya. I think she's too young. Where might I go to find out about yokai? Maybe the Shigeru Mizuki Memorial Museum in Sakai Minato? Oh, Sakai Minato? Sakai Minato, huh? That's a bit far. I think about it just a little. What did I say? I think about it a little. Well, take care. Tomoko puts the futon away and leaves. I think I'll head somewhere with lots of people and try asking around for a place with information on yokai. I don't know, never played this game. Me neither. But no, I think we're in our 30s and that girl looks a bit like she's a teenager. So yeah, she can't be here. The train station. Oops.
Oh, no. Blind. I'll try asking the people. It is! See, that's blurred there. So the picture we had, I don't think we still have it, but the picture of them when they were younger was outside the train station and it had like Starbucks in the background, but it's blurred here because it's the same location. Very funny. I'll try asking the people here about yokai. I woke up to a pedestrian. Excuse me. Yes, what is it? Starbucks didn't pay their sponsorship fee. Gotta get rid of it. Do you know of any events or anything in this area that has to do with yokai? Events? Sorry, but I don't know. Then how about people who know a lot about yokai? I wish I could help you, but no. Okay, thanks anyway. I'm researching yokai. Do you know where I could go to find out about them? Wouldn't it be faster to look it up on the internet? Same answer as Tomoko, huh? Is there anywhere else? Nothing else comes to mind. The pedestrian walks off. This guy's face though, chin high up, he's like looking down on you. Try asking people too. Approach a different pedestrian. Excuse me. Do you need something? Do you know any place I could go to research yokai? Sorry, I don't know. The pedestrian walks off. Try asking more people. Approach yet another pedestrian. Have you got a minute? What do you want? Why is he so close? Could you please tell me about yokai? Who are you calling a yokai? No, that's not what I meant. I'm researching yokai and... Did you just call me a monster? No, I did not at all, but I'm sorry. The pedestrian gets angry and walks off. Okay. Yokai? I've heard there are more of them than there are potatoes in Idaho. No, the pedestrian seemed to know. Maybe I'll try the souvenir shop. God. That yokai watch opening. Why? Alright. Kids dig Idaho. Kids dig Idaho taters. I step into the shop. There are some tourists around. I'll try talking to these people. Yes, it is Danny Kun. Hang on, let me look up the lyrics. The yokai watch like got like one of those like, you know when Americans dub a show and they give a really dumb opening, kind of like the One Piece rap? They did it for the yokai watch. So it got like a yokai watch rap. But I think that they actually dubbed the Japanese version as well. Like there's two versions. See if I can find it. Okay, here's the lyrics. I'll read it out to you guys. Yokai are everywhere, causing you problems, messing up your hair. They'll trip you up, give you a flat tire, or make your socks go missing in the dryer. Yokai make mischief everywhere, and you might not even believe they're there. But let me introduce you to my friend. He's found a way to connect with them. He's got a yokai watch. He's going to build a supernatural entourage. He can talk to the spirits, he doesn't have to fear it. And they're always going to hear it, because you know he's got a yokai watch. Yokai watch, yokai watch. Wait, where's the Idaho thing? Wait, where is it? This isn't the one. This might be the wrong one. That was also very terrible though. Hang on. Oh, okay, no, that's the rap version. They added the Idaho reference in the like Japanese version. Okay, which is also a rap, but yeah. So sit back, here's the story. Nate say hey yo no, whisper go, crack-a-lacka boom boom. There's no yokai, there's more yokai. I can hear Bumble laughing at it. There's more yokai than taters in Idaho, like Chick Squick and his popo. Feel that there, way down low. Fidgefant makes you need a quick commode. All is Garapo. Take back the clock, yo. Haha. See what we can see. Crack-a-lacka boom boom. Genius lyrics. Have we met all the characters yet? I am not sure. We still need to find out who Shorty is and who Bestie is, but I'm not sure if we've met them yet. Ah. God. Yeah, it's fucking awful. Yep. Yokai Watch is a weird show. I watched like, I think 20 episodes of it dubbed. And it's fucking weird. But yeah, they had two different openings. One was like a rap, like a English rap version, which was completely different, but then they had it was like a dub of the Japanese version. Luke is crying. Nah, I think you could probably get away with Nate say hey yo no, whisper go, crack-a-lacka boom boom. I think you could get away with that with that clip. I don't think Whisper ever went crack-a-lacka boom boom in the show. I don't think he ever did that. At least in not the 20 episodes I watched of it. Who the fuck wrote these lyrics? Oh god. Man. They spit in hot fire, got more taters than Idaho. It's better than the one about getting your hair messed up. The what? Oh, the other rap one. Causing you problems, messing up your hair. They trip you up and give you a flat tire. Yeah. You love the pacing of the rap. God. Okay. Back to the game. Thanks for the break of Yokai Watch rap. I'll try talking to these people. Excuse me. Yes? I'm researching yokai. Do you know where I could go to find out about them? I'm a tourist. How should I know? I'm sorry. I'll try asking other people too. Excuse me. Yes? Do you know anything about yokai? What are you even talking about? I'm doing research on yokai. In that case, ask Shimaneko. I don't think Shimaneko is a yokai. You're full of excuses. That's it, I'm leaving. Okay, Sundere. He storms off. What a strange guy. It's better than that one. Yeah, it's Dragon Ball. You like the female vocal part? The one with the female vocal part is the one that's dubbed the Japanese version. Because the Japanese version has that part, I remember that. You're listening to it now? Really?
No, the potatoes one is the actual one. Cause it's got the Gera po thing at the start of it. Idaho is in Japan? Yeah, because it's like dubbed the Japanese version, but Gera po makes no sense in English, but they still include it kind of thing. Maybe we'll go there in this game? Oh my god, let's go to Idaho. What a strange guy. A store clerk from the souvenir shop comes over. Why is he sweaty? Who took a photo of this guy and went, yep, you're good for my game? Excuse me? What are you doing here? I'm doing research on yokai. In that case, they have a special exhibit at Matsue History Museum. You googled Idaho, Japan? It gave me building with Starbucks on the side of it. Oh my god, are we in Idaho? Are you going to watch the Josh fight on the 24th? What is that? What is that? The store clerk went into the back of the souvenir shop. Finally, some useful information. But where is the Matsue History Museum? I've been there before, but I can't remember. I'll skip that. By the way, do you know where the Matsue History Museum is? Not really, but it shouldn't be too far from here. Okay, thank you. I guess I'll have to look it up on my own if I want more info. I wonder if it's in the guidebook. I looked through the guidebook. The Matsue History Museum isn't far from here. Great, guess I'll buy some souvenirs. Guess we'll go get some potatoes. Look at the souvenirs, they're selling homemade strawberry jam and shimaneko towels. I'll take these two, please. I buy some strawberry jam and shimaneko towel. Acquired large quantity of strawberry jam. I want to see it. Okay. There you go. Matsue History Museum. Biggest fight of the year. I've never heard of it. Is that another YouTuber boxing match? That sounds kind of similar. That's what it sounds like. Make sure you get some of those potatoes. The gift shop is super cute, yeah. I've arrived at the Matsue History Museum. The building is surrounded by a magnificent white wall. Oh, there he fucking is. As I look around, I see that a little distance away is a tall man wearing a cap. Wait, is he shorty? And now he's like really tall. Because like everyone is. Hi, Toki. Toki does wear beanies. He does have a beanie. And was a bartender. It's that man again. Is he following me? The man turns the corner and disappears. It's a meme, but there was a message sent to all Joshes to meet in a location called Josh Field. They're going to fight until there is only one Josh left. He gets to keep the name Josh and everyone else has to change their name. That's amazing! Oh my god! You're on board with that. What about this one with all the looks? Would you go fight? Would you fight for your name? The main exhibition hall is like a chief counselor's stately mansion. There's a dry landscape garden and of profound elegance, a beautiful Japanese-style room, and even a magnificent tea room. You'd stab someone. Let's have a look. There's a corner where they sell souvenirs. I look around the inside of the museum. There are panels with info about the history of the Matsue clan and exhibits with items to illustrate what life was like in a castle town. I take a look around the special exhibit. There's a special exhibit called Goblin Up Goblin Lore. Excuse me. I don't like it.
What if you changed your name to Luke after? I'll stab you. I don't really want to gobble up goblin lore. I don't really want to do that. I groan at the pun. There are panels describing different kinds of Japanese yokai. There are panels explaining about different kinds of Japanese yokai. Did that just repeat that? Look around the displays. There isn't anything about Furoribi. A middle-aged man approaches me. Are you in need of assistance? Oh, do you work here? My name's Gigi Konaki. I'm something of an expert on yokai. It's weird how they're interchangeably saying yokai with a U and yokai without a U. Why is there no proofreading on this? I serve as a guide for this special exhibit. You know a lot about— yeah, see? You know a lot about the yokai in this region? Yeah, I've noticed it as well. It's just weird. I've gathered knowledge of yokai from all over Japan. In that case, do you know anything about Furoribi? Of course. Could you please tell me? I'm the guide, of course I will tell you. A Furoribi is a yokai that— see, they spelled it that way again? That appears as both a fire and a bird. Because it looks as if the fire is illuminating the bird, people tend to think the bird is a master and the fire is the servant, but it's actually the reverse. He's a master of he's an expert of yokai, not spelling. So the fire is the master. It is said that the creature simply frightens those who see it, but does no harm. I think intently about Aya's classmates. They were frightened by a harmless creature, huh? Anyway, if there's nothing else, I hope you enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Konaki walks off. I should look around the museum. Okay. There's a corner where they sell souvenirs. What the heck? I'll take a good look. Quick look. There are lots of interesting souvenirs. In the souvenir corner, they have things like Azukiari Azuki beans. Oh god, I'm not reading this out. Anyway, they have items? All terrible yokai puns. Cool. Looks like the Sunakake bar and a sand is sesame seeds. Might have a use for this somewhere. Okay, I'll get them. I buy the Sunakake bar sand and leave Matsue History Museum. I'm sorry I'm fucking butchering all this. It's all just letters to me. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Especially seeing as they're like uncommon words, I guess. Like, I've never heard that word before. As I exit the museum, a man in a cap also exits after me. There he is. He's still there. What does he want with me? I pick a street without too many people and see if he still follows me. Fucking music reminds me of something. I purposely came to a deserted street. I turn around and check behind me. The man in the cap didn't follow me. When I turn back around, the man in the cap is there. So he's gone ahead of me, huh? He approaches me with something shiny in his hand. The guy is holding something. Better run. Fuck. Actually, I think the music reminds me of, I'm getting, vibes from the start of Clock Tower. I decided to make a break for it. If I run as fast as I can, he won't be able to keep up with me. He looks like a slow runner. Does he? Looks like I'll be able to escape. I've circled the entire neighborhood. I keep glancing back at the man in the cap. I wonder if what he was holding was a knife. I can't afford to slow down right now. Clock Tower, the game with the scissor guy? Yeah, that one.
I feel like the start of the game had music similar to this. Looks like I got away. Exorcist theme. You are right, Bumfluff. I emerge onto a big street. Looks like the man in the cap who's still close behind. I look at the man in the cap. That game spooks me. That game terrifies me. I guess it won't attack me when there are people around at least. Head to the boarding area with a pier. It's very similar. Yeah, it definitely is. This is Matsue Horikawa Meeting Park, where you can board tour boats. There is a tour boat that sort of looks like a houseboat at the dock. When I look around, there seems to be no sign of the man in the cap. Is he hiding? Oh well, now's my chance to get away. I board the tour boat. Why the fuck are you boarding a boat? Excuse me? One of the sequel Yomawari games also has a scissor-wielding villain, and I was like, fuck that. I haven't heard of those games. But no, I've seen the SNES Clock Tower, and I'd love to play it, but it's very much a sort of game that you like need to know the order to do things. Like, it's kind of trial and error kind of situation to be able to finish it, and I do not have the patience for that. The low-roofed boat has tatami mats lining its interior. Yeah, it's kind of like you need to know how to do things in specific order to actually get through the game. And I don't really find that very fun. I like watching the game, but I don't know. I'm not good at playing it. The skipper is an old woman, and she starts chatting with me in a friendly smile. Watch your head, okay? I remove my shoes and step up into the tatami room. I'll take you all around the moat and tell you all about the attractions in Matsue Castle and Matsue. I catch a glimpse of the man in the cap. Alright, anchors away. The skipper launches the boat. I wonder what happened. The man in the cap didn't come aboard. Young man, you look worn out. Cheer up. Thanks. Life is a tour boat. Don't rush. You'll enjoy it more if you relax and enjoy the ride. Now that's wisdom of the years. Hey now, don't treat me like a senior citizen. I'm forever 17. She smiles naturally. I can agree wandering around being stalked in a horror game sucks, which is also why I never wanted to play Alien Isolation. I think Alien Isolation does a better job at directing you, but yeah. Alien Isolation was pretty chill. Fuck off, Bumplove. Alien Isolation, I think, is currently free on Epic Games, if people don't have it already. I was worried that the man in the cap might be waiting to ambush me, but look around. Looks like he's not here. Now I can relax a little and find out more about the bartender. Do we go to the bar, do we? I guess we don't go then. Guess I'll try asking 4 Eyes. Okay. How the fuck was I meant to know that? Wouldn't have played at a higher difficulty. True. Would have made the game annoying more than scary. Yeah. Let's see if 4 Eyes is actually doing his job. When I arrive at Civil Welfare Consulting Division, 4 Eyes is having a staring contest with his computer monitor. 4 Eyes, I want to ask you something. 4 Eyes comes over. I have nothing further to say to you. This is the Civil Welfare Consulting Division, right? A resident is here to consult. Please hear me out. You are not a Matsue I was about to say, I'm not a resident here. You are not a Matsue resident though. Where's your proof of residence? Tourists are like residents, aren't they? I don't want to speak with anyone. What's the matter? I think it's more for people that have already played before and want bigger challenge, but for me it would have been a pain. I think you could do, Outlasted harder difficulties? I think that had harder difficulties, didn't it? Because of you, I keep remembering all the things I want to forget. What's that got to do with me? If you actually need a consultation, please ask someone else. Horizon returns to his desk. Hey, Four Eyes won't budge from his desk. There's no getting near him. I leave the city office. Four Eyes was gloomier than usual. I wonder if he's okay. If Four Eyes won't help, maybe I'll try Bitch next. This is the time of day she might be at the theatre company. I arrive at the Usagi Children's Theatre Company, but it looks like it's before practice and nobody's here. I'll come back later. If Bitch isn't available either, I should try asking around the Nakamura bar. I was just there! I was just there. I'm outside the Nakamura bar. They shouldn't be open at noon, but door is unlocked. I peek into the bar. Hey, there's someone inside. I go inside the bar. When I step into the bar, the owner is there. We don't open until night. Do you remember me? Oh yeah, we met before. What are you doing here at this hour? I was in the area, so I thought I'd stop by. Looks like it's been kept really clean. Guess Nozu has been doing a proper job. He's been going through a lot. He's been through a lot despite being so young. Been through a lot? Did something happen? His family run a famous construction company in Matsue called Nozu Ichi Construction. So he's from a wealthy family? I hear he used to live in the lap of luxury. Oh yeah? But his life changed in the summer of his third year in high school. The authorities found out Nozu Ichi Construction had been illegally cutting corners. His father was arrested and the company went bankrupt. He was plunged into poverty overnight. But none of it was his fault, right? No, but the public didn't see it that way. Well, that's enough for me. I'll come by later for a drink. I leave the bar. Okay, so he is shorty, I guess. I think about Nozu. I'm pretty sure the bartender is shorty, but was he that short? Well, people can grow. We have found out people can lose weight. We have found out people can get their teeth fixed. Come on. I'm not that dumb. Try going to Bitch one more time. See if this bartender can grow, Toki can grow. Toki will be tall one day. Where are we going? Theatre company. I wonder if they're here by now. Theatre children are practicing. Bitch isn't here. You don't think that's how growth works? Sure it can, Denikin. If the children are here, then does that mean Bitch is at Waterworks? Oh, okay, yeah. I arrived at Waterworks. I step inside. I try asking the manager. Excuse me, may I help you? Is Riko Sasaki here? He's in the back. When I try to head for a seat in the back, Bitch comes over. I'm not talking to you anymore. Come on, quit saying that and tell me about the bartender at the Nakamura bar. No. Shorty is the bartender, isn't he? If you follow me around anymore, I'll report you to the police. Don't do that. Stay away from me, got it? Bitch says forcefully and returns to her seat by the other mothers. Why won't anyone talk to me? Sorry for not ordering anything. I'll come back for a coffee next time. It's not that. Just now, were you talking about Nozu of Nozu Ichi Construction? Do you know something?
I don't know if you'd call it knowing something, but it's about the big scandal. Nozu's height. Did the son of Nozu Ichi Construction frequent this place too? He was a notorious prodigal son. How was he after his father was arrested? I haven't seen him recently, but I heard he's living humbly with his mother. He lives alone with his mother, huh? How tall was he? He was pretty short. And it seems he doesn't like water. You mean he doesn't like drinking water? No, I mean he can't swim. I heard when he was a child he fell from a boat and nearly drowned. Oh, that's why he didn't board the boat. The man who was following me didn't get on the tour boat. Could it have been Shorty? Except he was pretty tall. Thanks. Yeah? Has the son of Nozu Ichi Construction returned to Matsue? He's a bartender at Nakamura's, why do you ask? My friend had their house done by Nozu Ichi Construction and had a terrible experience. See. It's my friend, but Nozu's father was the one at fault. The son didn't have anything to do with it. Please at least understand that. Whoa, I'm actually a good guy for once. I leave waterworks. Whoa, I actually said something nice. One crime can make a lot of people unhappy, I guess. It looks like Shorty was notorious around here. Try hitting up Murakoshi next. Shorty probably went there when he was in high school. Alright. I arrive at Murakoshi. He also reassured Yura that Jun probably wasn't a murderer. That's true. Despite continually calling him fatty. Middle-aged woman comes out. Ma'am? When she turns around, I realize it's not the manager. Me? Sorry, I thought you were someone else. If you're looking for the manager, she's inside. She gives a slight bow and walks off. Wonder who that was. When I go inside, the manager is there with a young man I've never seen before. Oh, we did see him before. That guy's the punk who tried to threaten me. You, are you waiting around to attack me? Hey, it's you from the other day. Hiroshi, what did you do this time? I didn't do nothing. He tried to attack me. Hiroshi, is that true? I had my reasons. Ma'am, how do you know this guy? He's the child of a friend and I look after him like a son. Hiroshi, is that story true? Well, I'm sorry he caused you trouble. This was a guy thing. Those excuses won't work on me. Washi Angi. Who told you to attack me? Hurry up and tell him, you know I have a short temper. This lady is something else when she gets angry. It was my bro, Nozu. Ah. What did he tell you to do? To threaten you and make it so you leave town. Becoming an underling for a guy like that, what a disgrace. He told me he'd let me drink for free and... Young man, I'm sorry this fool did such a cowardly thing. Please forgive him. It's fine. What can you tell me about the bartender? There's no need to feel obligated to ask about a guy like that. What is it that you want to hear, young man? Bro like Yakuza Aniki? Or bro like bro? I don't know. Was the bartender called Shorty? Yeah, that's right. But he's not short? That's because he's always wearing shoes. Shoes? There is secret shoes. Whoa! It was something that simple, huh? See, Toki just needs to get secret shoes. Hiroshi, we got that CD. We've got that CD, we should let him hear it. Just thinking of the mime leader from No One Lives Forever.
That? I don't know. What is it? He's got quite the singing voice. Singing voice. He recorded a song on CD saying it was going to be a present to the girl he liked. He made me help record, so I have the CD. If you let me borrow that, I'll forget everything that happened between us. Okay, fine. Hiroshi brings over a CD that was in the shop. It's pretty embarrassing. How does he just have it on him? I'll be careful with it. I take the CD. Quiet Nozu CD. It's about time for the weather forecast. I should ask Snappy about the bartender this time. She might be doing a broadcast at the castle. Okay. I arrive at Shirayama Park. Get some wets. Thank you, Danny-kun. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. Alright. I arrive at Shirayama Park. There's a TV broadcast going on and Snappy is reading the weather forecast. The TV broadcast concludes. Snappy notices me. You were waiting for me again, huh? You always read the weather forecast here? No matter how much you dig around, nobody's going to talk to you about her. I'm thinking of asking the bartender some questions next. That's seriously dangerous, you know. Snappy looks around. What happened? You're being followed. When I look around, I notice the man in the cap in the shadows of the building. Is that the bartender? It's not a great disguise, but that's him. In that case, I'll go talk to him myself. You can't stop. That guy's planning to attack me, right? If he wants a fight, I'll fight him here. The castle makes a nice backdrop for a brawl. There's like TV equipment and everything. Could just be broadcast live. I got a text from him yesterday. Whatever you do, don't provoke him. What did the text say? That he'd shut you up by force if necessary. Interesting. I glance at the man in the cap. Let's call for help so he won't commit any crimes. Is there anyone who'd help? There's someone who'd help if I asked for it. Looks like the Tsunakake Baba sand is actually pepper. Howdy, how you doing, Mobius? There's one more, isn't there? Aha, the wild monkey. It's not wild, he's just monkey. When I look over, the man in the cap grins. No. It'd be dangerous to leave you alone, but I have to go back to the station first. I'll be somewhere he can't touch me. Where? Around the castle. I nod to Snappy. Snappy stares intently at the man in the cap. What? Nothing? Do you have something you want to say to that guy or what? It's alright, I'll hold off for now. Snappy goes back to the station. Well, that was weird. Maybe she had something she wanted to tell me about the man in the cap. I should get away from here, or else that guy will attack me. Is he actually gonna attack me? What the fuck? I'm scared. No word from Monkey yet, huh? I'm just circling the moat to buy time. When I look back, the man in the cap has disappeared. I'll move someplace with more bystanders. Sounds like he's part of the wrong crowd. I'm scared. They start walking, the man in the cap appears again. What's going on here? I wonder if there's a place where I can buy time without being followed. Can't he just hang around in some public place? Or is he just still gonna do that out in public? Didn't the opening letter say it was sort of righteous? Ah. Getting one out from walking around, maybe I should see about getting a ride. Oh, did we go back to, wait, what? There's a tour boat boarding at the Matsue Hirika Horikawa Meeting Park. Being rocked on the tour boat for a while wouldn't be so bad. I'm sure I don't need to worry about him attacking if there are other people around. Just go into this Starbucks, this blood Starbucks. Where is tour boat? I arrive at the boarding area. I'll buy time on a tour boat until Monkey gets here for backup. Don't we have Monkey's number? Like, can't we just be like, hey, sup? I board the tour boat. The man at the cap is at the boarding area. He turns around and leaves without boarding the boat. It seems he hasn't conquered his fear of water. The skipper launches the boat. That guy was in front of the Matsue Inn too. I bet he was also the one who went through my stuff. I was looking for Aya's letters, huh? I lose myself in thought and suddenly realize a change in my surroundings. The roof on the boat has lowered. This boat passes under 16 bridges of different heights, so it lowers its roof on the low bridges. I'll kick back and enjoy the tour boat for a while. Look out at the scenery. This is nice. A text comes in on my cell phone. Ah, a text. Get out my phone to check the message. I'll be waiting at Otemachi Park, so get off the tour boat there, Monkey. Okay. I text back. If Monkey is there, Shorty won't commit any crimes. Now I just need to figure out how to get him to tell the truth. Am I going to play Neo Replicant? I am, but probably not for stream. I will pick it up. I think it comes out tonight, like at 2 AM for us. So if I'm awake, I will play it. If not, I will play it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it. You better take another nap. Well, I don't know if I have to do things this weekend, so I probably shouldn't stay up all night. The boat pulls up to the boarding area. Launch night hype! Well, it came out on consoles, I think, today. Because I saw people were picking it up, but it doesn't come out digitally on Steam until tonight. So it's really annoying. I guess actually... I guess because Australia's a day ahead, we usually get all of our games earlier, like the day earlier. So the digital versions come out at night for us. Your sister picked up Nier Replicant today. Yeah, well, if it was a PS5 game... Hello again, who has gone longer than expected. Welcome back Dino. If it was a PS5 game, I would have picked it up on consoles. Like I would have actually been out to get a PS5. Like I've had plenty of opportunities of them being in stock and I'm just like, I don't need one yet. I could pick it up now. Like it's available right now and I'm an hour about it and it's gone in like 10 minutes. But there's been no games that I've wanted that badly to get a whole console. But if Nier was a PS5 game, I would have gotten it. Okay. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get the PC version then. The boat pulls up to the boarding area. It looks like we've arrived. Understandable. Yeah, no, I'm going to get it. It's just, I have to wait a little bit for it to come out on Steam. I step off the boat. A number of passengers get off and a few people who are waiting to get on. I look around. Guess Monkey isn't here yet. The tour boat leaves. Uh-oh. The sun sets as I wait at the boarding area. He's late. Wait, is this not the place? I reread the text. It says he'll be waiting at Otemachi Park. I look at the boarding area. Shoot, this is Karakura Park. Where is Otemachi Park? Oh god. Take the guidebook. Not too far walking from here. When I look around, the man in the cap is there. He's just fucking walking around all day. Shit, he found me. I hurry away. I'm hurrying down the street with the man just behind. There's elevator shoes slow him down, I guess. I keep looking back as I walk. How do I get to Otemachi Park? Check the guidebook. I keep going straight, huh? I walk on. The man in the cap jumps out from the street ahead. Oh god! Crap, he went ahead of me. Ah. I try to make a run for it, but I twist my ankle and fall. The man in the cap stands over me. You're the bartender, aren't you? The man in the cap pulls a knife out from his pocket. Oh fuck no, I'm scared. I didn't know this guy would actually be bad. This is seriously bad. You didn't listen to my warnings. This is your fault. The man in the cap raises a knife. How am I supposed to fight him off? Oh god. Oh wow, we're investigating this. Sure. Do I have anything with me that I can use to fight him off? Do I? Large quantity of strawberry jams. Here we go. Take this. I fling the Tsunakake Baba sand at the man in the cap. Harassment start. No, I'm being harassed. You give him a face full of pepper. The man in the cap falters. Now's my chance to escape. Get to my feet. You're not getting away. The man in the cap brandishes his knife. Hey, stop. When the man's cap falls off, I can see that it's the bartender. It's you, I knew it. It's your fault. The bartender swings around his knife and in desperation. Hey, calm down. The bartender charges at me. You idiot, keep away. I make a run for it. The bartender is rushing at me in terrible fury. Watch out. Whoa. Oh, where the heck did he go? It's like he vanished. That was close. Monkey had sprang out from the sidelines and sent the bartender flying. Ow. Yes, Monkey saved us. The fallen bartender has lost one of his elevator shoes and dropped a knife. Don't go waving around a goddamn knife. Oh, they're all here. Snappy comes over and picks up the knife. Snappy, you came too? Why are you in the back alley like this? Why are you in a back alley like this? Accidentally got off at Karakore Park. He jumped me on the way to Otemachi Park. Sounds like max stupidity. That's good. Damn it, whose side are you on? We just don't want you to become a criminal. You of all people should know what it feels like when one of your own becomes a criminal. Snappy, Monkey, thanks. He and I need to have a talk now. If Max wasn't so mean, I'd feel bad for him. Alright, but... Also, do you have a CD player? What are you going to do? I have a CD I want to listen to. I've got one in my car that we can use for cheering on the baseball team. I'll bring it over. Monkey goes to get the CD player. Alright, time to pull myself together and see what Shorty has to say. Alright, so we're in the investigation thing, so we've got like, we've got like hit points. Let's save, I think. English versions of the other Ace Attorney games! Yes! How you doing, Tsunamo? I'm so excited. I am like... It's the best news. It's the best news ever. I've been waiting for so long. Alright, let's have a think. Probably won't give me any answers if I just ask him. First I need a pretext for bringing up her story. I guess we show the picture. Who was pretending to be Aya Fumino? Hell if I know. That's funny. In her letter she wrote about Shorty. That doesn't mean it's me. Shorty is a pretty common nickname. I have to prove that he's the Shorty mentioned in Aya's letters before I can get any further. What have we got? I don't know. The owner, Mr. Nakamura, told me about
Tell me what the bartender used to be like. Try bringing that up. This one? I heard your family owned a construction company. Nozuichi Construction. It was so famous, practically everyone around here knew the name. I guess it's too early to bring up the subject. Fuck. What did the bartender tell me? Nozu's mother? Oh. Nozu can't handle water? You don't like water, right? Because you fell off a boat when you were a kid? Staying silent, huh? Too early for this topic. Fuck. Yeah, Shorty was the rich kid who his family owned a construction company. What did the note say? The owner, Mr. Nakamura, told me what the bartender used to be like. What did he used to be like? I think he mentioned he lived with his mother. You live alone with your mother, don't you? So, got a problem with that? No, nothing like that. Then mind your own business. What is the option? Just ask everything. What is it, Snappy? You've been looking restless this whole time. Something you want to say to him? What? Oh. Not right now. Snappy's not very snappy today. Is it something that hard to talk about? Nope. Oh wait. I'm an idiot. Okay. What I heard from the owner about your past matches with what's in the letter. No idea. Monkey brings over a portable CD player. I'm an idiot, but of course that was the option. Here's the CD player. I'll ask you one last time, you really don't know her? I'm telling you, I don't know her. Have you got any proof that I know her? This? Who'd you make this for? I played the CD, Hiroshi lent me. Nozu's voice comes from the CD player and it's totally off-key. In this rotten... Ooh, it's actually got lyrics. In this rotten world, I've lost my wings, a fallen angel wandering in search of shining things. Stealing your shy profile, always on my side, no one sees me, only you are smiling for me. You kinda like it? Smile back, Summer Festival is a momentary flash, Our gazes are fireworks, like firing sparks. Those eyes are for real, spark, spark, spark. Stop the CD. This is your voice, isn't it? So what? The rhythm is off. What's the last one? Well, that went so quickly. What's this one? Oh, I bet you want to run away. I can't read them, hey. Isn't it embarrassing? Maybe that one. You're embarrassed, aren't you? I don't know what you're talking about. What's there to be embarrassed about? It's a great song. I'm a genius. So he's the narcissistic type, huh? And I look to my side, Monkey and Snappy both shake their heads. I used max mode at the wrong moment. Are we done? No, I've still got questions for you. I'm running out of cards to play. What? What am I meant to present? Ah. Hello? That was the least helpful clue. Yeah.
Maybe we can ask about his past again now. No. Fuck, okay. Just put pepper in his face again. Construction company? Yeah. No. Okay. We will try again. I can't let him leave now. We fucking failed. Okay, so the first thing we do so we use the pepper first. We give this. We ask about his past. We show him the CD. That one. Did we try presenting the CD right again after? No, we didn't. When I looked to my side, Monkey and Snappy both shake their heads. I used max mode at the wrong moment. Are we done? Still got questions. I assume if there's still questions, we have to ask him something. Let's go through everything because I have no idea. Oh, apparently it's Snappy's time. Snappy, you've got something to say to him, don't you? Nozu, in high school, you sent her a text message about how you loved her, didn't you? What are you saying? Yeah, I had no idea why that would be the next option. So I was just like, I'm just gonna fucking select anything, because I have no idea. Judging from your reaction, it looks like I was right. The message was, my gaze is for real, let's spark. You accidentally sent that text to me. Did I? Wait, that's what you're embarrassed about? Still, that doesn't prove that I'm shorty. First of all, I'm not short. What is your fucking shoe there? Can we check the shoe? You're wearing shoes like stilts. Pick up the elevator shoes that he lost. Shut up. Is he just standing on one shoe at the moment? If you take off your shoes, shorty, it's a perfect nickname for you. What did you say? It's not like I was wearing those because I didn't like being short, okay? Then why are you wearing elevator shoes? That's because... Bartender called himself a man of the shadows, didn't he? Huh? Oh? Oh. What? I don't know. This one's really confusing. It's not your short height you want to hide, it's the fact that you're son of Nozuichi Construction. That makes sense. You didn't realize elevator shoes had such thick padding. Are they a real thing? Oops. Oh, whoa, yeah, they're massive padding.
Interesting. They're kind of made in a way that aren't meant to look like it, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that's cool. God, yeah, they'd add heaps of height like that. It's kind of just like a heeled shoe inside a shoe. Okay. The elevator shoes were just to disguise yourself. No, the shoes have nothing to do with the company. Are we done here? I'm sick and tired of having outsiders criticize my personal life. I think I'm wearing him down. Hey, the skin on his ankle is scraped up a bit. Hey, those shoes don't seem to be fitting you correctly. The skin on your ankle is scraped. It's your fault scurrying around like that. These aren't made for exercise. If I walk a lot, they cause blisters. Looks painful, are you okay? I'm fine. When that guy took the boat, I went after him and took the next boat. No, he didn't. I got to rest a bit then, so it doesn't hurt. Something's off. Isn't he lying? Why would he lie about that? You didn't actually ride the boat, did you? That happened to me once, and then you changed shoes. I get blisters like on every pair of shoes I own. My feet just never get used to shoes. When you were a kid, you fell off a boat, right? You nearly drowned, and ever since you're frightened of water. Can't even ride a tour boat. Pathetic. Wow, why am I so mean? What? Lastly, I'll try telling him that. That? That? What is that? Past? No. I'm so bad at these. Do I just do the water one again? No. Okay, it's his mother. It seems you live alone with your mother. What does that have to do with anything? Leave mama out of this. Whoa, mama at your age? Monkey and Snappy laugh softly. Everyone is jerks. Mama is mama. What's so funny about that? Shorty's mentally weak. That's not very nice to say. Now's the time for max mode. No bully. He tried to stab me though. You're Japanese, say mother. Oh god. Fuck, I wanted to click the next one along. A grown man shouldn't say mother. Shut up. It'd be bad if he gets so angry that he stops talking altogether. I'll call him a shorty next time for sure. You can try and act... You may act tough, but you're still a rich brat, aren't you? Shut up. I could report all the stuff you did to the police. I haven't done anything. Violation of the gun and sword law assault, even breaking and entering if we check the security cameras at the inn. That inn doesn't have security cameras. So you're pretty familiar with the inn I'm staying at. Shit. Mom. Oh god. What's the last one? You're a crim- Oh yeah, there it is. No. They are, they fucking cut corners. Oh, fuck. I don't like that. It's annoying.
one. If you get arrested, I bet Mama will be sad with her precious son in police custody. Stop, please stop. His fucking face. I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to consult with the police. Sorry, Nozu, but I'll testify too. I'll also tell them what I saw. I'm begging you, please don't tell police. I'm sorry, I apologize. You want to know what it said in the letter? You want to know what it said in her letter, don't you? So you tried to steal it. Try reading this. Nozu reads the letter. To be fair, he tried to stab us. He did. Nozu finishes reading the letter. What? I'm not a good guy like that. I'm the worst. 15 years ago was the hardest time of my life, but it was also my most cherished memory, that summer festival. Shorty. Ah. Oh, look at them all. Let's go to the festival. Oh, it's you guys. Don't scare me like that. It's the last summer of high school. Are you sure you want to spend it in a place like this? You guys know too, right? My father screwed up building everyone's houses. That has nothing to do with you. The people in town don't think that way. As soon as they see my face, they'll start accusing me. I thought so, so we all wore fox masks. That way no one can tell who you are. Come on, hurry up, the booths will close. Thanks. The 7 classmates in fox masks walk around looking at the different booths. Salespeople and passers-by react with surprise. This is pretty fun, isn't it? It's exciting, like we're pulling a prank on everyone, like pop stars on a secret date. I like how they're all dressed up, like it's all their live action pictures now. Bitch, please don't talk, your chatter will expose us. Hey, don't call me bitch, everyone will notice. Man, that cotton candy looks so yummy. You're always thinking about eating, aren't you? If everyone tries to pick a fight, I'll bite them. If anyone tries to pick a fight. Hey, please, anything but that. Thanks. Everybody laughs. Bite them through the mask. Shorty and his classmates are walking home from the festival in the dark. They've taken their masks off, but it's too dark to make out their faces. Hey, something just flashed. The firefly. It's rare to see fireflies at this time of year. For an instant, the forest by the riverbank lights up with a galaxy of fireflies. How pretty. The fireflies take flight all at once. A stream of light stretches across the deep indigo sky. Shorty, Snappy, and Monkey look sentimental. You're Shorty, right? Yeah, I'm Shorty. We did it! I was able to forget all my cares that day. It looks like she didn't write about what was worrying you, Nozu. Nozu looks jolted. Is the rumor true? If it's true, I won't forgive you. Oh. I don't know what it is, but you should tell them Snappy and Monkey saved my life. If you don't tell them what they want to know, it's police time. Attempt. Tell me everything. Creepy music, yeah. Back then, I lost all hope. I couldn't get into college and couldn't see my future, and so you attacked her. Or, like I said, it was an attempt. After the school festival, I was smoking a cigarette in the storage room. Everyone is cleaning up after the school festival. Can someone go put this stuff in the storage room? I'll get it. Aya takes the items from Fatty. Aya is carrying stuff to put on the storage. Put into storage, props and trash from the school festival is piled up high. This is the spot, okay? There's trash all over the floor and it's kind of dangerous. There's even push pins. There's a rustling sound. Is someone there? Shorty comes out from the back. Oh, Shorty, it's you. Don't scare me like that. Shorty launches himself at Aya.
A little concerned about what's happening. I don't know if I need to like say like, you know, like you're sensitive to things. Just be wary. Yeah, the content warning. I'm not quite sure. I didn't look into anything that happens in this. You're in your action zone. Yeah, possible content warning for anyone watching. If you're sensitive to any sorts of serious content things, please give this a pass. All right. Shorty launches himself at Aya. No, stop. Shorty pushes Aya to the ground and kisses her. He frantically struggles to push him away. Jesus Christ. It's tough with first playthroughs to know where things are headed. Yeah, I know. Bitch passes by the storage room, but she doesn't notice what's going on at first. Aya grabs a pushpin from the floor. Ow. Aya stabs a pushpin into Shorty's stomach. He hesitates for a moment, and Aya uses the momentary distraction to run away. Oh good, that was shorter than I had expected. Okay. God. Music isn't even appropriate for this. Yeah, right? Bad Shorty. I don't like this guy. I listened to Nozu's confession. That's the only time I ever did something like that. I regret it so much, please believe me. I can't forgive you for that. Even if it was an attempt, a crime is a crime. I know, that's why I've also been suffering. You weren't worried that she'd written about that in her letter, huh? Oh, you were worried. That's why you tried to steal the letter and threaten me and tried to run me out of town. I finally made it this far. I'm almost at the point where I can open my own place. If people find out about what I did, I'll be done for. Also been suffering. Tried to stab you. Yeah. I won't tell anyone about this, but I won't forgive you. You guys aren't hiding the truth too, right? The Aya Fumino you're looking for committed suicide. What? After graduation, she called us all to the classroom. Oh god. After the graduation ceremony, the 7 classmates were all called to the classroom. What did you want to tell us? Everyone have a seat. They all sit down. I wanted to say something to you all, to say farewell. Aya stands in front of the chalkboard. I won't see you again after today. All of them look up to her, at a loss for words. Aya Fumino will disappear from this world. Goodbye. Oh, Jesus! Aya takes a knife out and slits her wrist. Fresh blood bursts forth and a crimson pool starts to form on the floor. Jesus! You've been wanting to get water for ages, this is too intense. The 7 classmates are aghast. Aya falls lifelessly into a pool of her own blood. Yeah, right? I'm sorry. This whole thing is very fucked right now. Doki Hoo. Yeah. Upon hearing yeah, like, I feel like this game needed a warning at the start for that kind of content, I guess. Upon hearing Shorty's story, Monkey and Snappy fall silent. I don't believe that. It's ridiculous. It's the truth. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's why I said you don't want to get to the bottom of this. tagged you in an Instagram post because you want to win pallets things. There's a pallets competition. I'll have to have a look. That's what, like, I never log into Instagram anymore. I open it up and like see like the first post on my page and like it and close it. And, like, I never use Instagram anymore. That's where Fatty Sphere of Blood comes from, huh? Yeah. The Aya Fumino you're looking for is no longer in this world. That's a lie. If something like that had happened, it would have been big news. I would have remembered it. It's just a suicide that happened in the countryside. It wouldn't make national news. Yeah, right. We were only really looking into murders and stuff, but I guess suicide we didn't look into. You're doing a little giveaway? I'll have to have a look. Alright. Wouldn't have made national news. Snappy monkey, how about it? It's the truth. It's not a lie. I won't believe it. After that, Shorty, Snappy, and Monkey all leave. Suicide. It might be in the newspapers from back then. Then who the fuck wrote our latest letter? If the story about the suicide is true, it should have been in the newspaper. I'll find old newspapers at the library. There's the library. Oh, there's the library. People don't typically die that quickly. Yeah, I know. Dunno. I've arrived at the library. I walk into the building. Well, we've still got the sus woman who owns the, who like curates the art gallery as well. Yeah, I'm still standing by that I think that's them. I walk into the building. But the thing is though, they did say that Aya Fumino that you're looking for died. But you have to remember that this person took the identity of Aya Fumino who died like 20 years ago or 25 years ago or whatever and pretended to be Aya Fumino. So maybe it was kind of like a symbolic that I have killed Aya, but I'm now myself kind of thing. I don't know. That's kind of what I think. We've got the bestie. Yeah, we haven't found the bestie yet. Okay. Where could the newspapers be? They must be in this area. I go to the periodicals section and peruse the newspapers from March 14 years ago. However, nothing is in the national papers. The graduation ceremony was in March 14 years ago, but there weren't any articles about a suicide of a Matsue High School student. It might have been in the local papers, but I wonder if they have those here. I'll ask at the reference desk. The librarian is sitting at the desk. Maybe curator is bestie? Maybe. Excuse me. Yes, can I help you? May I please see the Sanincho Shimpo newspaper company's newspaper from March 15 years ago? Please wait here. The librarian brings over newspapers from March of 15 years ago. Thank you. I take the newspapers and look through them. There are no articles about high school girl suicides. The fire at the Fumino residence was 15 years ago. At that time, Aya was a second-year high school student. The suicide was the day after the graduation. A day of the graduation. Shoot, if it's in here, it would be in the newspaper from 14 years ago. I return the newspapers to the librarian. May I please see the Sanincho Shimpo newspaper company's newspapers from March 14 years ago? Please wait here. The librarian brings over the newspapers I asked for. Thank you. I take the newspapers and look through them. I checked every inch of the newspapers, but there were no articles about a high school girl committing suicide. Do Japanese newspapers publish things like that? It's not good practice. I think newspapers do, like obituaries things. Like they do like a deaths and births sections, I think, in some places. Wouldn't think so. Don't Japan have a really high suicide rate? Yeah. See, I don't know if they'd actually publicize that unless it was something like really big. But I think there's like a deaths and birth sections in some newspapers. Don't know if it's like common practice these days. Yeah, but I mean that they might have like a deaths announcement section, but not actually say that it was suicide. Yeah. Alright. Return the newspaper to the librarian. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'll check the article about the fire one more time. That over here. This is a corner for old newspapers. Some of them are really old. If it's in Sanin Chua Shimpo newspaper, they might have details about the local fire. The librarian brings over the newspaper. God, we're so inconvenient to this person. Here you go, the Sanin Chua Shimpo newspaper from December 1999. Thank you. I read through the newspaper article. It looks like I was right. There's a detailed account of the fire. The cause was a short circuit, huh? There's also a photo of the deceased Yoko Fumino. I look at the photo of Yoko Fumino. Hang on, I've seen this woman in the photo somewhere before, but where was it? I know, I'll make a copy of this article. A copy of the newspaper article. Acquired a copy of photo in newspaper. Thanks. I return the newspaper to the librarian. Lenny! Hello! Lenny making a noise. I know one way to find out what Shorty said was true. If what Shorty said was true, I need to go to Patisserie Pure and see Fari. Oh. It might be a bit tough for him, but it's the only way to find the truth. He'll have to deal with it. When I go inside, Fatty and Yuka are getting ready to close for the day. We're closed, please leave. I'm not a customer today. You were never a customer. I did buy those chocolate cakes the other day. What are you here for? Some therapy. I'll show Fatty something that looks like blood and get him to talk about Aya's suicide. What the fuck is wrong with you? It might be harsh for Fatty, but I have to know. No wonder it doesn't have any trigger warnings or anything, like content warnings and stuff, because this Max does not respect these boundaries. So stupid. I opened some of the strawberry jam I bought at the souvenir shop and stopped pouring it out. What are you? The red jam spreads all over the floor. Seeing it, Fatty goes pale. What are you doing? I am investigating the roots of his fear. I keep spilling the straw. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? This is so stupid. Oh god. The MC is criminally insane. I can just imagine like just this guy just being like haha jam. Just like spreading it everywhere. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Keeps spilling strawberry jam on the floor. Let's stop it. Fatty sinks to the floor. Is it true that after the graduation ceremony, a classmate acting as Aya Fumino slit her wrists in the classroom? Did she really commit suicide? Yeah, she did commit suicide, so help me.
I checked the newspapers, but I didn't find any articles about high school girl suicides. Did the 7 of you hide her body? The body is buried in the ruins of the Fumino residence, isn't that right? What the fuck? Didn't they file a restraining order? No, we spoke to her again later. You're wrong. I'm wrong? It's not blood. Jam. It's jam. Jun, tell us the truth. It's not blood. It's not blood. What? Cochineal? Cochineal? What the fuck is that? Cochineal? It hurts. Eddie clutches his chest in pain. So she's not dead? Please just stop. It seems I've pushed you far enough. Let's get some fresh air. With Yuga's help, I take Fatty outside the shop. What? I'm confused. Fatty still looks like he's in pain. Leave the rest to me. It'll be okay. No. That's enough for today. Sorry, Fatty. Please forgive me. Why are you asking for forgiveness? You fucking did this knowing how fucking traumatized he is by that. Like, the fact he's so traumatized by blood he can't make, like, berry desserts. Like, fuck. The cochineal is a scale insect. Huh? Head back to the Matsue Inn. I decide to soak in the bath. Didn't we first torture him with chocolate-coated chips? Yes, we did. Yeah, that's what he said, bum. That's what he said. I decide to soak in the bath. I have no idea what's going on. The old man comes in. Why the long face? I'm not in the mood for chit-chat today. Come on, don't say that. Hang out for a while. I can't today. Hey, do you know who Asahi Obayashi is? No, who's that? A big star in Japanese cinema, right up there with Yutaro. An old movie star, huh? He sang too. That song, what was it? It was about girls in Kochi and Hakodate and Yokohama. A song about an unfaithful guy, huh? I wish I could get my hands on that record. They don't sell records anymore. I wish I could listen to Asahi Obayashi again. Okay, cool. Thanks for lurking, Marble Techie. Hope you have a good luck. Some food dye is made from insect shells. Oh, thank you for the wets. Oh, okay. Was the suicide a fake? Was all the blood dye, maybe? Before I go to bed, I'll make a note of my findings. I jot down a couple of notes in my notebook. Wow, we finished another chapter. Yeah, okay. That makes sense then, you can. Okay, so we got Shorty, we still need to find Bestie. Maybe it was Jam. Yeah, I wonder who Bestie is. I sink into thought. Did she really commit suicide in a classroom? If that's true, I won't be able to find her no matter how hard I look. There's still one classmate I haven't met yet. Tomorrow I'll look for Bestie. Whatever happened 15 years ago, at least I want to know the truth, even if it was a tragedy. Yeah, we did it. Struggling to come up with anything to say tonight, I just continue to be aghast at Max. It's true. Oh gosh, new chapter's started. It's the 8th day since I arrived at Matsue. Yesterday, Shorty said the classmate who was pretending to be Aya committed suicide. But I have my doubts. There isn't actually any evidence that a student died. She is alive, or at least I want her to be alive.
There are still some letters left, so I'll read one. I take out a letter from my bag. It's on Magatama beaded pattern stationery. This is the 8th letter she sent me. It's dated December 26th. That was the day after the fire at Fumine residence. There isn't much time left in the year. You haven't caught a cold, have you? What did you do for Christmas? I got the best Christmas gift ever. I hadn't been getting along too well with my classmates lately, but thanks to Bestie, everything's better now. The greatest gift of all is friends. Last week, Bestie and I got stones from Hamasukuriyu Shrine. We bought matching Magatama pendants and had our initials carved into them. After that, Bestie started thinking about a Christmas party. She wanted to get our classmates excited like before, and it turned out to be a huge success. Bestie is a genius. She had great planning abilities and the charm to bring people together. I really have the best best friend in the world. I want to get along with her forever. I want to stay best friends forever. It was such a happy Christmas. There's someone I like, but they're far away. I have familiar. Neat. There's simply no words for what Max is doing. Max is a terrible person. I think the moment you think he's slightly getting better, he 180s and does something horrible. He really does. It doesn't touch on the fire like at the Fumino residence. It says she received a wishing stone at Tamatsu-Kuriyu Shrine. What did I write in my reply? Thank you. Oh shit, I skipped it. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I wanted to read that. We didn't even get an option to select something. So is this like our final letter to her? Hang on. Let me see if I can Google it. Root letter. Ow, I scratched my eye. Hang on, I'm trying to see if I can find screenshots of the letter. Actually, I could probably... I really wanted to read it out. The worst part is that you look at it from Jun and Yuka's perspective. Max just entered the store, took out strawberry jam and poured it all over the floor. You got the clip coming? I was just trying to open it up. Thank you, Boggy. I was trying to open up my stream to see if like it had it on there. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Boggy, you're a lifesaver. MVP Boggy. Okay. Thank you for your letter. I'm doing well and haven't caught any colds. It sounds like you made amends with your classmates. It's great that your Christmas present was friendship. We're friends. We were supposed to have a party with just us guys, but they said they had plans and it was suddenly cancelled. Felt betrayed and that made me angry. But it's sad to spend Christmas with just guys forever, so I guess it's fine. I mostly spent Christmas with family, like when I was a kid. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad actually. It sounds like your best friend is a great planner. Once you get out into the world, people who are flexible and come up with good ideas are more in demand than those who are just good at studies. Bestie might end up bigger than Four Eyes or Bitch. I look forward to seeing everyone's futures, of course. That goes for my own future too. I pray that next year is also a good year. Max. Thank you, Boggy. Thank you so much. Okay. Looking forward to the future, huh? What would the old me think of me? Think if he saw me today, he'd fucking be ashamed about how fucking disrespectful you are to peoples. I wonder if I've grown at least a little. No. Nah, not at all. You wanted to read it? So shared interest. Back to the shadows. Okay, enjoy your luck, Boggy.
Tomoko comes to put the futon away. Good morning. Morning.
Should I just keep going with this chapter? Because I feel like if this is chapter 8... Wait, is this chapter 8 or chapter 9? This is chapter 8. And there's 10. So we'd have to do like 3 chapters next stream. Unless I do 8, 9, and then 10, and then the rest of the stream I try and get the alternate endings. What do you guys think of that? We could. Because yeah, there's apparently alternate endings or something. So we might need to do like speed runs through it to unlock them. How am I feeling? I think I could call it today. Play Friday Night Funkin'. I'm not good at those games. I'm terrible at rhythm games, you know this. Okay, so next stream I will do 8 and 9, and then the stream after I'll do 10, and then we'll work on getting the alternate routes. How about that? I think that might be the best idea to go for. Because apparently there's 10 chapters. I think said someone. Okay. Alright, well, we'll call it for tonight. I will find someone to raid. Who we got? Thanks for stream. Thank you for hanging around, Danny Kern. Okay, how about... How about we raid this person? They are doing their affiliate party, and they're just doing art, I think. So we might raid them. They're another VTuber. If you guys are interested. Yes, thanks everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on Monday for more Ratchet & Clank. But yeah, we'll go crash this person's affiliate party stream. They must have only just gotten it. That's really cool. Alright, see you guys on Monday, and see you guys on next Friday for more of this game. Yay, Monday! Alright, and if you wanted to copy Taxi Raid Beep Beep in the chat, that'd be awesome. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!